years on YouTube. Any excuse to celebrate, but really, this is a reason to celebrate. So we are here celebrating 3 years on YouTube with you guys. Me, you, Pip, and just good vibes. That's it.
Not my name.
That's okay. That's what you're known as, Pip. Monsieur Pipsqueak.
No, that I abandoned that like a month. I abandoned the Monsieur Pipsqueak a year ago.
Okay. Okay. So, how's everybody doing? Basically, I just look for any and all reasons to celebrate, and I think this is a good reason to celebrate. So we're here, we're celebrating.
YouTube randomly notified you, yay, it's your 3-year anniversary.
I mean, but was it really random? It kind of feels like YouTube knew what they were doing when they sent me the notification this morning.
So Mom, so you started your channel the 9th of June 2022.
Where has time gone? Time is a thief, I tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, let us take care of the chat situation over here. Okay, looking good. I am so playing hooky by hanging out with you guys. I did not, when I got up this morning, hello Beth. When I got up this morning, I wasn't thinking I was going to do a live stream. I was just thinking like, I have like shit to take care. I washed my sofa cushion covers today. My sofa is half naked. I have to put the cushions back on the sofa, but first I have to like vacuum. Cause you know, there's always crumbs that like seep into the underside of it. I gotta clean that up. Then I gotta like hang up my laundry, put my laundry away. I mean, fold the laundry, put the laundry away. Like, you know, like adulting. But I was like, I could celebrate or I could adult. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I'm going to fucking celebrate with you guys. Hi, Mom. Mom is here to celebrate 3 years on YouTube. La, 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 la. 3 years of... yeah. Yes, Die Rough Husky 1. You can ask your question. This suspense is killing me. I need to know what the question is, though. There was a serious debate going on between, hi Caleb, between me and Pip, what we should call the live stream, and it seemed like this was just like a clear winner. Because we got like the OGs, we got the peeps, we got the new peeps, but it's nothing but love and high vibes on this channel. Beth said, hey Mrs. Rochelle, I'm so glad you're here to celebrate with us. Die Rough Husky said, do you know, I don't know what that, no, I don't know. I don't even know, I've never even heard of that. But if you want to fill me in, you most certainly can. So I have some interesting things or ideas of what it is I wanted to discuss before I hopped on here with you guys. And then I was also just gonna allow us to kind of go wherever we were gonna go with this, whatever we want to look into. Hello, Sour. You are new to this channel. It's my 3-year anniversary of creating content on YouTube, and we're celebrating it. And if you want to know what this channel is about, I'm an energy reader, I'm a psychic and an intuitive, a medium. We are exploring all things that are going on in the world and what is actually happening on the other side of the so-called 3-dimensional veil, and what are the soul, spiritual, energetic, and vibrational elements that are comprising the reality that we see around us. We also look into true crime, celebrity relationships, celebrities as a whole, metaphysical concepts. So it's just a party over here. And if you want to stick around, we would love to have you here. Hello, Steve, my darling. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. Steve said, a little birdie told me, yes. So, you guys are just, I'm sorry, Commendation John, try harder. You're going to have to try harder to insult me because it's nothing I haven't heard before. From small-minded people who think if a girl has short hair, it must mean she's really a boy. Try harder. It just doesn't do it anymore. I'm not even fazed by it. No, just Botox. I only do Botox. Thank you, Steve. Sourbucks, nice. Sounds like what I'm into. Happy anniversary. I'm so glad to have you subscribed, and welcome to the tribe over here. We have a seriously good time, so we're happy to have you. Thank you, Dyruff Husky One. Thank you. So on the one hand, we get somebody saying like, oh, is this a dude because you have short hair? And then I have a bunch of people saying, I love your hair. This just goes to show you cannot make all people happy. At the end of the day, just make yourself happy. That's it. I make myself happy by wearing my hair this way. And then if other people like it, cool. And if other people don't like it, cool. Does not really affect my life in any way. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm going to ignore the haters. I am too blessed to feel stressed. Too great to feel hate. Don't have the bandwidth to give towards people who do not celebrate individuality. Like if somebody wants all girls to look the same, I'm sorry, that's a reflection of them, not of me. Just don't have the bandwidth for that. Beth, guess what? I'm going to do your job. If you are here now and you like my hair, or even if you don't like my hair, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, please. Let's give this video some love because it's a celebration after all. Enoch plays, what up, bro? Yes, as far as I can tell, I am real. I don't know if we live in a simulation. We sure as hell live in a matrix. I don't actually think we live in a simulation though. So as far as I can tell, I'm real. You might not be real, however. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment on my hair. So this is crazy. So Pip came home, and for those of you who are new and you don't know who Pip is, I have a little sidekick. His nickname is Pip. That's what we call him here. He came home and he started like dropping all of this random information, and I was like, this sounds like something we could look into. So this is what he had told me. He was actually quizzing me. He was like, guess how much money the following universities get in donations per year. So I forgot what the first one he gave me was. Maybe it was like, it wasn't Penn State, it wasn't Columbia, Brown University.
That's an Ivy League.
Okay, so he asked me, yes, I am a mom. I'm a single mom. So if you want to take me out on a date, I'm available. But you have to be single too. And you have to be a divine masculine. No soy boys for me. I mean, I have nothing against them. I just don't want to date one. So anyway, he comes home and he asks me, how much money do you think Brown University has gotten in charitable donations? Australia. One day I will make it there. However, this day is not that day. So he asked me, how much money do you think Brown University gets in charitable donations? So I was like, I don't know, maybe $225 million, right? That seems like a lot of money. He tells me it's something like $50 billion. $50 billion in charitable donations. Okay, then he asks me, Harvard, how much money do I think Harvard gets in charitable donations per year? It's something like 500 billion. 500 billion with a B dollars in charitable donations per year. And then what do they say they're doing with that money? Anyone want to guess? Beth, whoa, I knew it would be a lot, but I never, so it's crazy, isn't it? Hi CH, they say 7 billion will end world starvation. So somebody is definitely lying here. Funny and Sightful said, I don't think those are, it could definitely be the numbers might not be, I don't know if I want to say accurate. I would say maybe what did they say about everything going on over the last few years? They had the fact checkers that were saying it was misinformation. Maybe it's misinformation. The craziest thing though, hold on, Funny Insightful said lifetime donation of Brown is 7.2 billion. I'm sorry, 7.2 billion. That's nothing to sneeze at. They might be exaggerated. Hello, Matilda Grant. Sourbucks, what the hell? Why aren't they doing? So this is what they're saying that they're doing with the money. The money is going towards scholarships. It's also going towards paying the staff, and it's also going towards research and development. Now, okay, maybe Harvard, I could buy research and development, right? Because Harvard has like a huge medical facility, and they actually do a lot of research. If I was maybe more asleep than I am now, I would say, okay, maybe with Harvard it kind of makes sense. But here's the thing. Most of Harvard Medical School funding for the research comes from, I'm not making this up, guys. The information is so readily available online. Most of their funding comes from big pharma, and it comes from big ag. So what the hell are they doing with all of that money? It's sure as hell not going to scholarships, and it's not going to paying for the faculty. The whole thing is like, what? Steve, I mean, if you wanted to influence the world's best through education system, one would think that is priceless. What behind, right? Funny and insightful. I'm with you in the argument, but just not in the fact. It's misinformation. You know what? Who can play that game? Facebook, Meta, Instagram. If anything that we share is misinformation, then so can factual information shared on the internet be misinformation. Steve, can't your guides fact check these? I think that would be, not that I don't appreciate the sentiment, but I think that my guides have a special skill set, and they're not best utilized by looking into three-dimensional information. Like, let's use the guides for what they're good for. So what they're actually telling me right now is the amount of money that is on record, there's 3 times the amount of money that is off record. As in, somehow they're not actually disclosing the full amount of the donations that are actually coming into them. And I keep hearing it has something to do with money laundering. They're showing me something like a car wash, that a car wash could cook the books, and they can say that they're bringing in a lot more income than they're actually bringing in, because a lot of it is like people are playing with cash, or it's used for money laundering purposes. So I think a lot of the money that's actually coming in is money laundering. Funny and insightful, but the question is, if they have the resource pool this much, why aren't we having web-based applications? What teaches graduate? Yes. So hello, Neil Montier-Jersh. So I agree with you, and I'm actually a big proponent and have been for a long time. I actually think that the world would be a far better and equitable place if university was free, because certainly universities have the funds and assets available to them that they could make the education completely free for people who really wanted it. Like this whole idea that you have to pay exorbitant sums of money to some university to get an education, to me it's just as ridiculous as I need to pay for basic living expenses on a planet I was born on in a country the whole thing just doesn't make sense. Somewhere along the line it feels like the system really broke. I mean, stick around if you're new, watch some of my older content, you will learn where the system broke, but something very fundamentally broke somewhere along the line, and that's why we are where we are. Hello, Jada, my darling. What happened to Valeria? Can I have some context? And I want to make sure that Valeria is an adult, right? Hello, Starboy. Starboy said, I am Starboy and Knight serving God, and I wish and pray all women go to. God bless. I love that, Starboy. Thank you. JD Love, can you talk about Los Angeles? What is going? Okay, so first of all, I cannot even tell you the amount of people that reached out to me and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "What? Why would I not be okay?" And they're like, "Because there's riots." And I was like, "There are? Where?" They're not near me. I don't know where they're supposedly happening. Maybe they're happening in downtown. Not anywhere near me. I'm totally fine. I'm totally safe. I'm very skeptical of anything that's reported on the news if I cannot observe it with my own eyes. And you know, this was I was talking to my mom about this last night. I don't know if my mom is still here. But I was talking about, like, I think last winter we here in California supposedly had like a huge weather event. It was called Hurricane Hillary. And like the news was reporting that highways were being flooded and people's houses were without power. And I was like, but it's just like it's raining a little bit. Like, what's the big fucking deal? I got so many people reaching out to me also. They're like, are you okay? Do you have power? Like, do you have food? Do you have water? Like, are you? I was like, why would, it's just raining. This is like a regular Tuesday. It's like a regular Tuesday any place else in the country. It's just a little bit of rain. Like, what? I'm not understanding why everybody's freaking out. And then it's because like people were sending me what the news was.
Mom, is it a random Tuesday?
Not right now. No, it's Monday. That's not what I'm talking about, love. But then I came to understand why. People kept sending me like news articles and they were sending me like clips of the news showing that like the roads were collapsing. So, and the funniest thing is, where this was supposedly happening was in Palm Springs. For anyone who's watching this and doesn't know, Palm Springs is a desert. Like an actual desert. There's nothing but like cactus and palm trees and like some resorts and hotels. That's it. And they were saying that a highway had collapsed from all the rain in Palm Springs, and they were showing the clip on the news. It looked like the Midwest. You cannot, if anyone who's ever been to Palm Springs, you cannot confuse Palm Springs with the Midwest. One is a desert, one has lush trees. You can't confuse the two of them. So I was looking at this clip and I was like, no, that's not Palm Springs. That could be any place in America, but that sure as hell is not Palm Springs. So here's the thing for anybody that is new and does not yet know this. Barack Obama, who was president of the United States from 2008 until 2015, during his second term as president, he passed a law that said the American media could lie with impunity, as in they could report a complete fabrication. We're not talking about a misrepresentation of facts. We're talking about they could make something up in its entirety and then they could report it and they could do it without impunity. So how do I know? Like, again, I live in Los Angeles. They were telling me this was going to be one of the worst weather events in California history in Los Angeles. I live in Los Angeles, guys. It was just a little bit of rain. So that was like a big wake-up call for me. So now when I hear that things are going on in the world, I'm like, well, did I see it with my own eyes? If not, do I know somebody personally that is seeing it with their own eyes? If not, is it a reputable source? If it's none of the above, I automatically question it. If that makes me a conspiracy theorist, okay, fine. I actually think that makes me a logical person that uses my God-given intellect. And I just don't blindly trust whatever is fed to me. Okay, I'm a conspiracy theorist now, guilty as charged. But like, again, I don't know where these riots are supposedly happening. Like, For all I know, it's like happening in Tijuana, Mexico, and they're showing it on TV and they're saying it's Los Angeles. I don't fucking know. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch up on comments, and I'm gonna stop getting myself into trouble over here. Funny and insightful. Profiteering out of human knowledge is not greedy, it's depredatory. I completely agree with you. Jada Love, Valeria is from Mexico. I wish, are there riots over there? Is that how she was unalived? Asking for a friend who happens to be me. Sour, BXGX, LOL, random question, but is the salt crystal in? Yes. It is real. I just realized when I said that it sounded like I said Israel. It is real, and that's I like random questions. You want more ketchup? Hold on one second, love. Beth, I have not heard of the riots either, and I haven't seen them either. And you want to know the craziest thing, by the way? Let me just go get Pip ketchup. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you an even crazier thing. One second. Oh, I'm so happy you're eating. Water? Okay, water and ketchup. Okay, there's some ketchup. I'm coming back, guys. Give me a minute. Okay, here you go, sweetie. Okay. The other day, my mom's like, don't go off camera. It doesn't look professional. And I was like, but I'm not professional. It's real life over here. And I think that's what you guys like about me, that I'm real. Like, if I gotta go do shit, I'm gonna go do shit. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's not what you guys love about me. I have no fucking clue. I could be delusional for all we know. Because look, we do live in a matrix. It really could all be some sort of a simulation for all we know. And in the simulation, maybe I'm just a little loony. Steve, I think it could solve a lot of things, seeing as how the most prestigious schools are also the most extravagant and high vibe properties and buildings, regardless of where they are. Jada Love, was it the drug cartels that unalive Valeria? I'm sorry, could you please give me her name again, Jada Love? I'm sorry. Hello, Kenneth. You are such a beautiful lady. Oh, thank you so much, Kenneth. I appreciate your compliment so much. Steve, one of the nitwits that were part of the riots and drove a bike into the cops was wearing a 33. Thank you for the context, Steve. I think you are right about that. And also thank you for deleting a message. Hello, Lisa, my darling. Hi, Laura. Laura said hugs from Utah. I need prayers and guys, can we all send some positive love and vibrations and some emojis to Laura, please? We are down with it. We are down with sending you all of the positivity that you need, Laura, darling. Hello, Nicole, darling. Steve said backup is here. Lisa Sims, my guides decided to introduce, oh God, I'm so excited, Lisa. This is marvelous. Lisa said, my guides, I'm sorry I just shrieked like that. That was very uncouth of me. My guides just started to introduce themselves to me and they have the same funny play. So that's, by the way, a representation of you. Our guides are a little bit like us. So they're actually just mirroring who you are right back to you. It is awesome. And thank you, Beth. I appreciate that. Valeria, thank you. Okay, so Valeria Marquez, you want to know if she was unalived by...
1 minute, 27 seconds.
She knew whoever it was that unalived her. So I'm not saying that it wasn't connected to a cartel. I'm just saying it wasn't complete strangers that actually unalived her. She knew who... No, there was more than one person. There was at least 3. She knew all 3 of them. They were not strangers to her. None of them were strangers to her. More love, guys. More love for Laura, please. So she knew all 3 of them. She's saying it was savage. I don't think, by the way, whatever we think happened to her was fully reported, because she's saying it was completely savage what had happened to her. I'm seeing like she was bound. She was bound with rope with her hands for hours. She was kept for hours. She was terribly dehydrated. They weren't giving her anything to drink. She was terribly dehydrated. So much so to the point that she was actually hallucinating. She was so dehydrated. She was bound. She was kept like that. She was gagged. She says she doesn't know why they did that to her. How horrific. Lisa said, you're welcome, Laura. Lisa Sims, I was eating a pretzel, and next thing I knew, my guides decided to put the part of Angels in the outfield where the two boys are at the ballpark, and the chauffeur accidentally eats on the nachos and gets it. Hello, Serious Money. Define what you consider to be, is that a chili pepper? Define what you consider to be spicy. We might get spicy. I just don't know if it's the kind of spice that you're thinking of. So tell me what you have in mind. Lisa Sims, all over the back of his pants. LOL, too funny. Steve, oh, I love the pretzels. Hello, Candace, my darling. I'm so glad that you're able to join us for our celebration. 3 years. 3 years, wow. Funny and insightful. Nashville hot ghost pepper. Not sure what that means. Steve, question, what were the giant bells used for before they were associated? Didn't we talk about this, Steve? I know that I've looked into this for you before, honey. I know for a fact we did. And I think it had something to do with like rips in time or portals or something like that. Oh, I got you. Thank you, funny and insightful. As I always say, you guys are far too clever for me sometimes. Jada Love, they say that let me try that again. Sudiksha Konanki was spotted in Puerto Rico. Please tell me if it's true, and that who is this? I need context. I need information. Sudiksha Konanki, if she was really spotted in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I'm gonna actually say yes. Steve, the bells, we did the clocks, but maybe, okay. I think you're right, I think it was clocks. Jada Love, she disappeared in Puerto Rico. Oh, who are we talking about? Because now, are we still talking about Valeria, who disappeared in Puerto Rico, or are we talking about Sudiksha? God, I either forget names or I don't know how to pronounce names. I'm so unprofessional. Lisa Sims, I feel like they are trying to communicate with me more. Yes, they are, and welcome. Yes. So the more open you are to whatever it is that they bring you, the more they're going to communicate with you. So this is wonderful. Lisa, and I'm also going to recommend, please write down everything that comes in, no matter how unimportant or insignificant it may appear to be. Thank you, Lisa, darling. What's up, puppy?
Here. Show it to them. Oh, Mom, on your spot opened up.
I'm not going to move my car now. I mean, that would be seriously unprofessional. Like, imagine if I was like, guys, I got to go move my car. BRB. I'll come back like 10 minutes later. Funny and insightful. Do you come across people who are morally conflicted about their opinion on... Could you give me a little bit more context on that? Because
show them it.
I don't know if I understand what it is that you're asking me. Like, I'm not sure. Well, I will. 1 second. I changed the shape of it, love. I'm such a bad mommy. Pip just made something and I changed the shape of it. I'm sorry. Jada Love, the 20-year-old that disappeared in the Dominican Republic, who took the Sudiksha from the Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico. Funny and insightful, like a father, grandpa, uncle, or mom, aunt, or grandma. But what do you mean about morally conflicted? What are they? Why would they be morally conflicted? Is what I'm trying to understand. Pip, do you want to? I changed the shape. Do you want to make it again? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I changed it.
I'm gonna make it into a 3x3 cube.
Okay.
Mom, do you know how
Hi, Project 25.
Mom, I consider each arrow to be one block.
Okay.
Okay, so Mom.
Yeah.
This is 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. So 3.
Yeah.
And then another side made out of
smart.
3, and then another side made out of 3, and
I love
then
that.
another side made out of 3.
Perfect.
I'm gonna try to rip it apart.
Wait, where did that come from, by the way?
This is Doyle.
How come?
I behaved well, I already told you. I'm gonna rip it.
You're getting a high five, buddy.
I'm trying to rip it.
Guys, let's all give Pip a high five. He had a great day in school today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby. Yes. More.
Oh! I can reattach.
We have the Hulk in the house. He was able to even break it apart. Okay, sorry. So I'm still confused. Funny and insightful. Thank you. Have we go. Death is a great unifier, but sometimes still can't forgive beyond someone's death. It may have matured out of hatred, but that tint. Okay, so I think what you're asking me, are you asking about the person that passed away, or are you asking about the people that are still alive? That's what I want to understand from you. Jada Love, how did you get to Puerto Rico? Was it by boat? Did they traffic her? Will she return? Thank you for the high five, Beth. There's about a 50% chance she's gonna get home. The other 50% chance is she's gonna get trafficked, and then she won't get home. Again, anything that has to do with the future is only a potential, and I'm seeing it's 50-50 at this point. Funny and insightful, feel free to... No. So here's the thing. He hears so much and learns so much, and there's no topic, especially death. It's not a taboo subject in this house. So it's not like it's something that I wouldn't want to talk about in front of him. Like he's totally cool with it. He's vibing with it. Funny and insightful. In common, I'm talking about those who are alive, dead or dead. I doubt. You're correct. Anyone that's crossed over, they don't have any human emotions when they are on the other side. The only emotions they have left is love, and that's because on the other side there is nothing but love, because God's on the other side, and God is pure love. So once somebody is out of their body, they don't have any human emotions. They just feel nothing but love and compassion for us, because we're still on this side and we're still going through it. They're not. So I think you're asking, if somebody crosses over, how do the people that are left behind feel about the person that crossed over? How many people are there on the planet, do they say? 8 billion?
What?
There's not one answer for 8 billion people, because they're all going to experience
Mom.
their emotions differently. Yes,
they're
love.
saying that there might be more than 8 billion. Because, Mom, they believe that they're misrepresenting people in rural areas by like 1 million. So there could be 9 or 10 billion.
But how many are NPCs?
They're people still. They're still human beings.
That's debatable.
Look, I made another portal.
Okay, that's seriously cool. And here's also the thing. You're going to have, what did they say, like 2% of the population is narcissists? The narcissistic population is going to feel so vastly different about the people that have crossed over than people that really loved the people that crossed over. People that had beef. Again, there's 8 billion people. It's not like a one size fits all. Thank you, Project 25. Lisa Sims, why did the homeless dad kidnap his 3 kids and hurt them? It happened in Washington State.
Sorry, 3.
It was so random. Was it? No, it had to do with drug addiction. Steve, anything interesting about Alex Stein? Did we just look into him? I'm so confused. I think I'm looking into too many people at this point. My head can't contain all of it. Jada Love, who hurt Lily and Jack from no... They're kids. I know for a fact they're kids. I'm not looking into them. I'm sorry. Funny and insightful, smart kid. He's gonna be he very well might be a statistician. Yes. Talking about errors in primary data. He's gifted when it comes to math. Jada Love. They say the mother sold the children. So sad.
Love you.
I don't believe. So here, I love you too, honey. I don't believe that. There's a very, very good chance they were not sold. They were given to the club. I don't think they were sold and not by the mother. It was like a present. Here, have my children. Do with them what you will. We now have an elevated status. Madeline McCann, anybody? Jean Benet Ramsey, anybody? Project 25, is Lily Rose Depp and 070 Shake relationship genuine? Is it? Can you give me 070 Shake's real name, please? Project 25? Steve, no, we definitely didn't do Alex Stein. He's a political satirist. He knows what's up. I would say he's about 50% awake, 50% he's on the fence. It's very interesting what's being shown to me. Like, imagine he's sitting on a low fence, and then he's like looking over his shoulder. He's like, do I really want to go that far back? Do I really want to see what's on the other side? He's kind of like, he's not all in yet. He's about 50% in. He knows about, let's say, some of the big ones. Not sure about some of the other super fringe things. About 50% awake, I would say. Funny and insightful. My point was, I've got a grandpa who led a righteous life, earned money, and fed his kids. Sounds very honorable. But he purportedly limited opportunity for his children, some of them, which had an effect on the third generation. Okay, can I get more context? It's good. It's good that you're sharing funny and insightful, because the more you're sharing, the more I can actually get some insight here. Candace, I knew that the two little ones was from the mom, but that the father who took his 3 beautiful girls' lives and then left, I thought he was mad at the mom. Well, yeah, Lord have mercy is right. I mean, here's the thing. If somebody is living on the street, you know, it's really an indication of their vibration. And a lot of the people that live on the street are making a conscious and deliberate choice to live on the street. So that's further a representation of this person's lower vibration. So it's going to compromise his ability to make high vibe decisions. Funny and insightful. Was he a good man? Yes. Did he indirectly... I don't think there's one person alive that has not indirectly hurt another person. So I'm not faulting him for that. Yes, I'm conflicted if I should dislike him or like him. I want to convince those remain that that's not the way of life. I think first and foremost, before you do anything, I think before you do anything, get really, really clear the highest version of yourself. How would the highest version of yourself feel about this man? The part of you that resides with God in energetic escrow on the other side. Because that part of yourself is the highest version of yourself. So do you think that the version of yourself that's with God at this time would look down on another soul, or would greet that soul with compassion and say they did the best they could? Now, also take into account the generation that this person lived in, because we're only now in 2025, a generation that talks about mental health. Any generation prior, it wasn't a thing. You go back 40 years, women didn't even really have a clue what menopause was. I know it sounds crazy. Imagine thousands of women suffering and having no fucking clue what was going on with them. And the doctors couldn't even tell them. So I have a lot of compassion for anyone who came honestly, before the internet. Because now it's like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Put in whatever your question is. Fuck the internet, ChatGPT. So I have a lot of compassion for anyone who came before us, also taking into account the time that that person lived in. What was the trauma that that person was bringing with them, doing the best that they could with the information that the limited information that they had at that time. So that's number one, funny and insightful. Number two, do you think it's your job to convince anyone in your family of anything? Or can we just hold space for other people to have a different opinion from us and of us and love them nonetheless? Food for thought. I'm not here to convince you of anything either. If you think yes, you want to, more power to you. Just food for thought there. Now I'm going to catch up on comments. Steve, nice, thank you. He has been inspiring lately. Speaking of misrepresenting, anything about Lily Tino? Nothing that wants to be shared right now. If you have a specific question, maybe. Not going to respond to Tony Ferguson's comment because I think that person just wants some attention and I'm not giving attention to people right now. Sorry, not sorry. Funny and insightful. The highest version of myself will consider the data about Grandpa irrelevant to future decision making. There you go then. Candace, yes they are. I'm a recovered addict. That's why I felt that the dad was on substances and mad at the mom and wanted to take away what means the most to her. Thank God I got clean. God bless you for getting clean. And it's remarkable that you did. It's really a testament to your strength, by the way. Funny and insightful. Maybe the conflict isn't about Grandpa. Maybe the conflict is about letting go, about the coulda, woulda, shoulda. I only got involved when the future of young kids is involved. And I think that's notable of you. And I think it takes a lot of insight to slow down in the moment and to actually look at the conflict with a fresh set of eyes and say maybe it's not actually about the person, it's about everything else that came after from that person. And also, here's the thing, guys. We really, really are all doing the best that we can. And I think for that alone, everybody deserves a tremendous amount of grace. Unless somebody is like a malignant narcissist and they are just, bulldozing through families and destroying people for, no reason, fuck them. They don't get any grace. Everybody else, you get a lot of grace. If you're a narcissist, you don't get any grace from me. And no, not sorry, not sorry. I'm not sorry, not even a little bit. Them narcs. I tell you guys, them narcs. They be introducing a lot of contrast. I actually just finished editing a video that I think I'm going to set to go live on Wednesday. And it's wild. It's crazy, guys. It's wild. It's way different than what I thought was going to come in when I sat down to channel the subject. But contrast was definitely a big part of it. Lisa Sims, congrats, Candace, and now he can go to jail for the rest of his life because he was not a dad to his kids. Sometimes they're just sperm donators at the end of the day. Steve, I love you. What are the intentions of influencers? That's okay, honey. Jeffrey, it's not the baseball, it doesn't bother me. Jeffrey Marsh, is they a danger? LOL. Not sorry. Hashtag not sorry, Narc. Jeffrey Marsh is under mind control right now, Steve. So every time I look into his energy, all that's being shown to me is like black and white floors, like Masonic floors. Why? So he's definitely under like a heavy dose of mind control. Mom. Yes, darling.
In Super Mario 64, for the castle. In the castle, there's Masonic floors.
So somebody actually did like a whole breakdown in the Super Mario game. They kept pointing out like all of the Masonic imagery. There is a shit ton of Masonic imagery in Super Mario Brothers. A ton. I wonder why there's so much Masonic imagery in Super Mario Brothers. I know, right, Steve? So he's going to be used for some sort of a purpose. I don't think they know what it is just yet. They're kind of like, what's being shown to me is they keep throwing like shit at the wall to see what kind of like is gonna stick with him, what they think he's gonna be able to like sell. They're trying to get a little bit savvier about the way that they're using the influencers, where it's not so obvious, but only to varying degrees of success. Hello, Shannon. Hello. Is Miley Cyrus under mind control? That's a really good question.
Look, I tied it into a knot.
Oh, that is seriously cool. Come here, let me show it to everybody. He tied it into a knot. Isn't that cool? Here you go, love. Here's the thing about Miley Cyrus. She's a bit of a wild child. And I kind of feel like, believe it or not, they like that about her. They like that she's wild because, you know, as I've spoken to you guys about when it comes to anybody that's a celebrity, they're cast not just in the roles that they play, like if it's an actor, and if it's a musician, not just for the kind of representation that they're going to play as a musician. They're literally cast into a role of what their private life is going to look like as well. And Miley Cyrus is a little bit of a mess, and they like that about her because there's an audience for that. So she's wild, and I don't really think she's kind of like the equivalent, like think of a horse, like a Mustang. It's the, I don't know if this is the kind of horse that you would, you know, like the untamable kind of horse, the horse that, you know, wants to be ridden without like the, whatever you put on the horse. I don't know what the fuck it's called. But like a wild horse. Some people want to ride a wild horse because they themselves are wild. So there's a demographic that's going to line up with Miley Cyrus. They don't want to break her. They don't want to take away what it is that appeals to people about her. So I'm going to say no. I don't think that she is under MK Ultra mind control. Hello, John. Good morning to you. Candace, thank you so much. Getting clean was the hardest thing I have ever done. But by doing so, I am able to help so many more people who are still suffering. I am also able to connect to addicts. It's a gift. It really is a gift that you did, by the way. Hello, Katrina. Oh, honey, thank you. It's just the oil that I put on my face. That's it. I put on a little bit of facial oil. I'm not wearing makeup right now. A little bit of concealer, a little bit of facial oil, a highlighter, and lip color, and that's it. And I curled my eyelashes. Because, like, I took a shower, and I was like, I can't. I'm not, no.
Mom, look.
I cannot. I just cannot get all that.
Look.
Oh, I love that. That's a good one.
Mom,
Let me show
if I
you.
make one, okay. It's a staircase. And Mom,
This is like the gift that keeps
Mom,
on giving. Kiss.
if I make one more turn like that, it turns.
Oh, love that. You know, oh, hold on, I'll put it back. You know what it looks like? It looks like a ruin.
Oh yeah, it looks like Machu Picchu.
So cool. I love that. Hold on. Hello, John. I'm so glad that you're visiting my channel. I hope that you'll consider sticking around.
This?
John.
Hello, John.
Shannon, interesting. Thanks, Faye. I've never been able to figure out Trish Cyrus. I can't tell if she's in the club or not. Shannon, Faye, too much caffeine. You know what? I didn't have any caffeine yesterday, and I couldn't figure out why. By the way, guys, caffeine withdrawal, it's a real thing. I didn't know this. It was like 3 o'clock, and I realized I didn't have caffeine. And I couldn't figure, no, it was later than that. Yesterday, I mean. And I passed out on the couch at like 5 o'clock. I slept for like almost an hour. Like I felt like sick, but not sick at the same. I was like, what is wrong with me? And then I figured out, oh, I didn't have any caffeine this morning. I had the biggest headache. Not only did I have a big headache yesterday, when I was sleeping, I was having a dream. And in my dream, I had a headache. That's how bad my headache was. It permeated my dreams. My dreams were sullied by my headache. Guys, it was awful. So, and believe it or not, the first thing I did this morning when I woke up was I didn't have caffeine. I waited until Pip left for school, and then I made myself a matcha because I was like, I just need a moment. I need some solitary me time with my caffeinated beverage of choice this morning. And then I still had a headache after I had it. And I was like, I think I need more caffeine. I was making up for yesterday. So then at about 11:30 this morning, I went to Starbucks and I got like a chai, because it's not like very caffeinated, but it was still caffeine. And then my headache finally went away. Like, guys, I don't even, like, seriously, like, don't do it. Don't do it, guys. Don't test yourself. You will go through withdrawal. You will get a headache. You will feel sick and not sick at the same time. Don't torture yourself. There's just no reason to do that to yourself. Don't suffer. Yes, caffeine withdrawal is seriously real. Oh, I love that. Steve said Picasso. You're Picasso now. You should. I wish you guys could see the smile on Pip's face when you said that, Steve. That was awesome. One day when we do like retreats and all that, you guys are gonna meet Pip. But until then, I'm not putting his face on screen. Funny and insightful. Thanks for spending time. Dude. Come on over. I got lots of space for more questions. Candace, oh, John, thank you so much for subscribing. I think you're really gonna like the channel here. It's an amazing community, that's for damn sure. Even if you don't like me, stick around for the community. Oh, I love that, Nicole. Thank you for saying that. Nicole said you won't regret it, John. Candace, times that 10,000, and that's what's coming off. Oh my God. I can only imagine. John said, thank you, Nicole. Steve said, yes, it is. I don't get headaches if I... But at 8 o'clock last night, I was thinking, like, what would happen if I had a decaf coffee now? And I ended up not doing it. And then fuck, guys. I was like, at 10:30, I was like, I'm going to go to sleep. I should go to sleep early. It doesn't matter that I knew I could go. I was so out of it. I was like, I know I could go to sleep now. Did Faye go to sleep at 10:30? No. Do you want to know what Faye did? Faye was laying in bed reading until 12 o'clock again. I have a love-hate relationship with books. They're completely destroying my sleeping life, but I love them so much. I can't stop reading, but I also, it's just, I don't know what other readers do. It's just like, I literally, like, when I'm reading a really, really good book, it's like I feel mad at real life. Like, I'm annoyed that I have to stop reading because I have to, like, do things. Like, I don't want to do things. I just want to read.
Same with me.
Like mother, like son. Steve said... Oh, Shannon, that's so funny. I also charge my mornings with my coffee like my best friend. Here's the thing. I, for a long time, only made matcha. And then, I don't know what it was, like one weekend morning, I think I was out of creamer. And I said to Pip, I was like, let's go. We're walking to Starbucks.
No, you weren't out of creamer, you were out of coffee.
I was out of coffee.
I remember.
No, I was out of matcha. And coffee.
Matcha and coffee.
It sometimes happens. I have both. I don't really drink coffee. I have it in my house for, like, guests. But... my house. I sound so fancy. In my apartment. When my guests sleep on my sofa. We're not fancy here. But I was out of matcha and coffee. And I grabbed Pip, not literally. and we walked to Starbucks because these are the beautiful things you can do when you live in a city like Los Angeles. I have, it's so disgusting. Not one, not two. I have 3 Starbucks within walking distance of my apartment.
No?
Yes. Plus, I have 2 amazing coffee shops also within walking distance. So we went and I got like an iced matcha, and holy fucking bananas, guys. You want to ruin your life? Get yourself a Starbucks classic matcha, iced matcha latte.
I got it. Let me say it.
Come over here. Pip is going to tell you what it is. I know, a retreat would be awesome. Come over here. Pip knows what my order is already. What do I order?
Grande iced matcha latte, 1 pump of vanilla with classic. Or classic with 1 pump of vanilla.
You got it.
That's what she said.
And that's what she said.
That's what she said.
And I don't know where he picked that up. I'm not giving it any oxygen.
Give it
If you get a venti, you have to get 2 pumps of vanilla. You don't have to do anything. I get it with 2 pumps of vanilla.
No, you don't, because you don't get ventis.
When I'm very, very tired, I do.
Well, I've never seen you get a venti.
I know.
You've gotten it once.
If you've ever seen me with a venti, there's 2 pumps of vanilla in it. You guys want to ruin your life? That shit will ruin your morning coffee. You will never want to have coffee at home again. Never. I promise you, you will never. I dread making matcha at home now because it's inferior. It's shit. It tastes like sawdust in comparison. So if you want to ruin your life, do that. Now, also, you know how people say, not people, you know, like economists in the newspaper? They're like, if you, peasant, would just forego getting a coffee in Starbucks every morning, at the end of the year, you would have $2,000 more in your bank account. Let me tell you guys something. You cannot put a price tag on happy. You cannot put a price tag on happy. And the amount of happy that I get from that $5 matcha latte that I get in the morning, you can't put a price tag on it. You can take $2,000 because it's not $2,000 a day. You can't put a price tag on You know what? My happiness is worth more than $5 a day. Fuck you, newspaper economist. Thank you very much. I'll get off my soapbox now. I'm spicy today. I don't know, whoever asked me, like, do we get spicy here? Apparently, when Faye is over caffeinated, yes, we get spicy here. Because I am spicy. Lisa, well, I drank a different drink than usual and it gave me all kinds of issues. I could tell my body, oh, it's a good thing you were listening to your body though, Lisa. Steve, even if you don't like Faye, push the like button. I love that, Steve. Thank you. Hold on, John is second guessing it. He's like, well, let me check the videos. He's hedging his bets. He's like, I like you when you're live and you're spicy and you're over caffeinated, but I don't know if I'm going to actually like your content, Faye. He's hedging his bets, guys. Steve, take up sleep reading. If you can walk, you can read. I'm telling you, reading is ruining my life. Right, Katrina? I'm annoyed when I have to put down my book. But it's only if it's a good book. If it's a shit, like I just finished reading a shitty book. Ugh, I'm mad. I'm annoyed. By the way, for people like me that are very opinionated, whether they're over caffeinated or not, apparently, Goodreads is a dream because I get to review books and I love it. I haven't done a review for the book I just finished. I will. I have some choice words. It was the best first chapter in a book. I'm not even joking. It was the best, hands down, first chapter in a book that I have ever read, and it was all downhill from there. And I'm really annoyed about it because it had so much promise, it had so much potential. I read the first chapter and I was like, this is the making of like a 6-star book. Goodreads, you can't even do 6 stars. 5 is the max, but if you're a real reader, we all know we talk about the 6-star book, even if you can't designate it a 6-star read. I was like, this is the making. No, it's, you know what, guys? I gave it 3 stars. I'm gutted. I'm heartbroken. Don't do that to me. the author, she played with my emotions. All of the characters were like so one-dimensional. It was, I can't even. But I'm reading a new book right now.
No, but no, we're not. No.
Yes, we're talking about reading on this channel
Okay,
now.
we're
I'm
not-
over
we're
caffeinated.
not
We're talking
talking
about
to
reading
you.
now. You're not talking to me? Could you bring me my Kindle? I have a book to recommend to everybody.
Yes.
I think it's on the table. Guys, do yourself a solid.
Hey, Mom.
This is, I'm way past one chapter in. I feel confident recommending it now. Yes,
Mom.
love.
Hey, do you ever have pizza with caffeine?
Pizza with caffeine?
Glitch in the Matrix. That person just walked by the same place twice.
Pip just saw a glitch in the Matrix.
Fifth one I've seen today.
We apparently have a lot of glitches on the Matrix on my block. Okay, so this is the book, by the way.
Hey, Mom,
Guys, this is a great
They
book.
normally happen across the street around there with people going back in time.
I know, you see it a lot over there. Okay, so by the way, guys, in the link in all, I'm going back and I'm changing all of the links in my videos because I really want people to follow me on Goodreads.
Should you
Because I'm
add
very
them?
opinionated.
Should
Okay.
you add them instead of changing them?
No, if you guys look at my very, very first channel video and my very, very last channel video, look at I'm going back and I'm changing everything. Like the description in it and the videos are all changing right now. For the better, I will add. So, okay, if you guys, by the way, Beth, this is also for you because I know I had made a recommendation to Beth on the Shepherd King series and you said that you had liked it. I was actually thinking about you when I was reading this when I was doing my laundry today. Okay, I'm 36% done with the book, so I definitely feel confident making the recommendation. The name of the book is The Exorcism of Fairies, a dark academia romance. Now, I don't love like academia, and I feel like some academia romances or dark academia romances just, I just couldn't get behind them. This one I can get behind. This is phenomenal. The writing is really, really good. The characters are really good and really interesting. I really like it. So I'm recommending that book for anybody here that is a reader like I am. Steve, I'm tired of not reading. Beth, speaking of, yes, there we go. I just made the recommendation. Candace said I feel that. Candace said matcha tastes like a dream come true. Here's the thing, I'm very caffeine sensitive. So I really can't drink caffeine. I can't drink coffee anymore. If I drink it for more than, like I'm okay for a day or two. If I drink it for more than like 3 days, I know that they say it only has like a 6-hour half-life, blah, blah, blah. If I drink it for more than 3 days, I start to get jittery and I start to get anxiety. So I can't handle a lot of caffeine. Hence why I switched to matcha, because apparently I don't know how to function if I don't have caffeine at all
I need
anymore.
another portal.
I love that. So to me, matcha tastes like a bloody dream come true. Yeah, it is earthy. It is. Nicole, Candace, it's a bit grassy depending on the kind, not Starbucks. Oh, yeah, so one of the coffee shops around the corner. Guys, come visit LA. We will do a tour of all of the coffee shops. We'll get a different matcha every fucking morning. There's one around the corner from me and Pip. Oh my God. This matcha, it's like a freaking dessert. They have one with banana foam. They have one with like strawberry. I mean, it's like a fucking dream come true. I'm really getting fucking spoiled over here. And hence why I can't make myself matcha at home any longer. It's ruined me. Funny and insightful. Have you tried making coffee home extra? Oh, I'm gutted. The markup is 350%. Okay, so funny and insightful. Do you have any tips for making a truly remarkable caffeinated beverage at home? What's the secret? Because if I could figure out how to make a matcha like Starbucks makes a matcha, I would do it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think about it. Okay, fine, I'll save $2,000 a year. I don't fucking care. I need my matcha. This is caffeine addiction talking. I need my matcha to taste like Starbucks matcha. Lisa Sims, I can't read chapter books. I have a hard time comprehending what I just read. Don't read fantasy then. I wish I could read them. I would if I could actually know what it is I was reading. Candace, really, I like coffee, like the taste of coffee with cream and sugar, Starbucks. I get, oh God, that sounds amazing, Candace. Nicole,
Mommy,
my
make
daughter
2
is
by
the
2
same with
square.
matcha. What, love?
Make 2 by 2 square.
I love that. Katrina, I like the taste of coffee, but not the, I guess decaf. Hi, Jody, darling. I'm so glad that you're joining us. Yay, Jody's here. Steve, I have a funny Starbucks story that has to do with forests surrounding Starbucks within 3 blocks of my old condo. I'm trying to determine if it will fit in one power. You can't put a price on happy but lazy, yes. Isn't that the truth? Katrina, read Jitterbug Perfume and let me know your thoughts. Is that the name of an actual book? Steve, imagine being so lazy and entitled that you order... By the way, Steve, I've actually thought about that, but I couldn't justify it because I was like, what's the point of living in a city and having 3 Starbucks and 2 coffee houses within walking distance if I'm going to end up... I could not justify my existence, but I have thought about it on more than one occasion. You can be sure that I have. Steve, imagine being so lazy and entitled that you order Uber Eats to get your Starbucks from a block away, and when they arrive, not being ready yet, so asking them to circle the block a few times. That's fucking savage, Steve. Shannon, so interesting. Pip, thank you for sharing. You are a gift. I love that. You guys are so... I tell you, John, I know that you might be hedging your bets on me as the content creator. Don't hedge your bets on this community. You are not going to find a better community on YouTube. I don't care what other content creators say. This is the best one. You can trust me on that. Same face, said Katrina. Beth, thanks. I will definitely try to check that book out. Shannon, please do. I would love to. I would come all the way from Australia. So this is what I want to do when we are, when, not if, I'm going to say when. The kind of retreats that I want to do, that I have in mind for doing, is not just in the United States, but obviously it would be easier to start with the United States, but to specifically go to like certain areas like Area 51, Roswell, New Mexico, Sedona, Arizona. So it's either places that have like a very, very high vibration like Sedona, or going to places where there has been notable paranormal events or extraterrestrial like sightings, things like that. To go there, and part of the experience is going to be there, but also part of it, because high energy reader, why would we not all work on our gifts and abilities? So part of what I want to do when we're doing these retreats is to coach you guys. So it's not just going to be me sharing my energetic insight, but it's coaching you guys when we're doing the retreat on how to tap into the energy of an environment and how to trust what it is that's coming in. So I think the retreats are going to be amazing. So just putting it out there in the universe. One day. Steve, markup is only 350%? John, I was confused to select video, then I see Charlie Chaplin. And by the way, YouTube has not been kind. The algorithm, I got some beef with the algorithm because they're really punishing my newer content. And I am very not okay with the YouTube algorithm gods right now. My videos are getting almost no views, my new ones anyway, like they're averaging about 100 views. Guys, I have more subscribers than ever. It doesn't make sense that my views are getting less than they like these are the kind of views that I got when my channel had like 200 subs. Like this is so far below average. I don't fucking know what's going on. So John, please go back, look at some of my older content. You'll see I have okay, true, I know. Like my celebrity content does much, much, much better. But still, like some of my videos have 8,000 views, and then like some of them recently have 100 views. Make it make sense, YouTube. Make it make sense. Beth, oh John, the Charlie Chaplin one is a great one. Thank you so much for saying so, Beth. Thank you, Nicole, for deleting a comment. Hi, No Games. I love your handle. I love your No Games, we gotta talk. Are you like a dating coach or something like that? I feel like that should be a dating coach's handle. Project 25, is Jonathan Odie still alive? He was a personal worker of Diddy, and no one has seen or heard of him since, oh God, 2021 or 2022. Jonathan Odie. This is kind of savage. What's being shown to me, he was buried alive. But not like in a casket. Like, they knocked him out and they literally buried him alive. So he woke up and he was buried in soil. And they put him like literally like 5-6 feet under. There's no way you can, the pressure of all of that soil alone, there was no way he could climb his way out of it. So I don't think he is. I think what they did to him was brutal. I'm being shown like he literally woke up and like it was wet and it was like cold and like he was trying to cough, but he couldn't even cough because the soil was packed so densely on top of him. And like he was breathing and he felt like he was breathing the soil in. It was terrifying. Diddy does not fuck around. That's we can say about Diddy for sure. Nicole, do you mean to... Oh yes, Appalachian Mountains also. Perfect place to go. Yeah, Sasquatch will protect us, Nicole. I love that. Project 2025, 070 Shake's real name is Danielle Balbuena. Okay, so we're asking about Danielle Balbuena and Lily Rose Depp, if their relationship is a real relationship. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah. But also keep in mind, even for people that are part of the club, they do get to date who they want to date before they ultimately marry, right? Like my members know when I had looked into Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, what Ryan Reynolds had shared, oh no. This actually came through with Alanis Morissette, that Alanis later on came to realize, like, her and Ryan was never, it didn't mean anything if they were engaged. They were never going to end up being together because, like, she was, the way she felt was like a bookmark. She was a placeholder for when he was going to ultimately get married and who he was going to marry. But before, even if you're in the club, before you get married, you're allowed to have your fun. You could date who you want to date. You could even get engaged. Like, as long as you're playing by the rules, they have no, like, the club is not going to put you in a fomance and make you get engaged to somebody if you're playing by the rules. They're really only doing that if you're misbehaving and they want to put you in your place. So yeah, if you're playing by the rules, you could date who you want to date. It's just, you know, not always do you get to marry who you want to marry. So great question, Katrina. 1 second. Yes, love.
1 sec. Let me check how long for something to here. Love.
I love that you just called me love.
No,
I call him love. He just called me love.
And I want love. Love, I want love.
Love you, sweetheart.
I finished up the Scandinavian swimmers, guys.
Thank God. Pip just shared with you he finished up the Scandinavian swimmers. I personally am overjoyed because now I don't have to keep an eye on him to make sure he's not stealing them when he shouldn't be eating them. Okay, so Katrina asked if I see Diddy going to prison. Katrina, I don't know if you still are, but I think you used to be a member, right? I did a whole video on Diddy. What was shown to me when I had looked into him, again, I'm going to keep saying this, guys. What the media is reporting on Diddy is like 10% of what Diddy was doing. They're only reporting on what they think is most easily palatable and digestible by the masses. A lot of people think Hollywood celebrities are weird and they're into some weird shit, so okay, they do freak-offs. it's like 10% of what Diddy was actually in fact doing. The media is just not going to report it. There's so many witnesses because when his house was searched by, was it the FBI? There was too many witnesses that actually had seen what he was really doing, that there's no way this could be just brushed under the rug. So yes, I do see him going to prison. And again, I'm going to remind you guys, he has not been thrown under the bus by the club. There's a new sheriff in town. This new sheriff isn't playing monkey business like the old sheriff used to. So there's more of a reckoning that's going to be coming for people like Diddy. Jody Thomas, love that idea. Sign me up. Steve, let's go visit Area 50. Yes, yes, come on over, guys. Hello, there's a glare. I'm not sure if I'm saying your handle correctly. Is it Zatha? Zatha said you are saying true. Thank you. Jara said yeah. Hello. Katrina said, oh my God. I'm not sure what the oh my God was for. Steve, that would be the dopest excursion ever, Jody. Legit, guys. I really want to do a retreat. Lisa Sims, right before my grandpa passed away after visiting him, my dad and I went home by ourselves and I was tired, getting ready to get some sleep, and I was getting a drink, and I think the TV came on. Thank you, Lara. You got a line on top of the A. I'm not sure how to pronounce your handle. Is it Lara or Lare? But thank you nonetheless. Lisa Sims, what exactly caused that to happen? What was that about? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Jody Thomas sent a heart. There is something moving on the wall. Is it my fairy? Thank you, bro. John, bye-bye, see you soon. No, I don't. I try to come on live once or twice a week now, but I also am releasing videos about twice a week. But John, I got like over 300 videos. You're gonna be busy for a while there. Thank you, Nicole. Katrina, I'm still a member. Okay, go back and rewatch the video that I had done on Diddy. And by the way, just for shits and giggles, go watch the video that I had done on Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Because guys, at the time that I had done the video, this was way before all of the stuff on Jason Baldoni had broken, all of the lawsuits, and everyone thought Blake was America's sweetheart, and what came in so diametrically, like what we're seeing now is who she really in fact is. But it wasn't common knowledge before then, and I reported on it like a year ago. Way before anything had broken, guys. I mean, the guides really bring the goods. Not that I think anybody that is here right now doesn't already know that or doubts that. Shannon, did Khloe Kardashian genuinely adopt her now son named Tatum out of... No fucking way. Shannon, do you remember the video that I had done? I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm that content creator now. I did a video on it. Go back and watch it. No, you don't have to. But did you watch the video that I had done on the Kardashians? They're like energetic vacuum cleaners. They don't love. They siphon energy off of the males in their family. So she's gonna siphon. If this Tatum is a boy, she's gonna siphon the energy off of Tatum. That's what they do. You're welcome, Katrina. Lisa, I don't think she wants to put her son off camera because yes, that's. I didn't see the comment made by John, but I know too much about what happens in the world to be so cavalier as to put my minor child's face on camera. That's number one. Number two, he's a minor. When he is of age, if he wants to put his face on camera, he can. But until then, I am his guardian and I'm going to make the responsible decision for him, and I don't put his face on camera. Not on anything. I've never featured him on any of my social media because he's a person, he's not an object. I'm not gonna be cavalier about treating him like he's an object. Oh, look how cute you are. Let me take a picture and show it to everybody. He's not a fucking puppy. He's a person. So that's also why I do that. Candace, they are weird. We and veil things I have seen when I looked into will change anyone's life. I have seen stuff that I can't say on here, but I cried my eyes out when I was asked about spirit to help. Truth, right there. Katrina, what's behind the supplement? It's good. It's good for you. It actually is very, very good on a cellular and molecular level. Lisa Sims, I was asking what caused the TV to come on. So here's the thing, spirits can greatly impact all electronic devices. I remember it was like a week after my dad passed away, and we were all in my sister-in-law's house over the weekend, and we were sitting around the dining room table, and the lights in the dining room kept flashing on and off. We were all in the dining room sitting around a table. It's not like there was a prankster that was turning it on. And then we were like, oh, Dad's here. And then the lights flicked on and off again. So typically, it's very common, actually, when a spirit is around you that the lights could flicker. I've actually, even with my phone, I don't know why I'm looking over there. My phone is right here. I remember I was like one night giving a bath to Pip. My phone was in the other room. It wasn't even on. YouTube somehow turned on YouTube and a video turned on. Pip and I looked at each other and we were like, yep, my dad's here. It's just a thing. They can impact. I've had the TV turn on and off. I've had lights flicker on and off. Especially in my bathroom for some reason, the lights are always flicker. So I always know when that happens, there's a spirit around. They just impact electricity. So chances are the reason that happened was it was your grandpa. I know, I saw that, Katrina. What a gut punch. Oh God. Shannon, yes. The Kardashian video is definitely in my top 5. I was actually thinking about it because we were talking about that on Thursday. So I think my top 5, since I've been thinking about it, Native Americans and first American settlers, Walt Disney, Appalachian Mountains, Kardashians, and Menendez brothers. I think that's my top 5. Because those are all amazing. Yeah, they are little witches. Hello, gamers, junkies. What up from Canada? Katrina, right. Just take a look at all the Kardashian men, all disempowered. Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate that. Steve, can you give any info on the doctrine of signatures? Can I get more context on that? And yes, Beth, I once had the bathtub turn on and I was home alone. I'm telling you, that's spirits. So here's the thing. I'm just going to remind you, if you're ever home and that happens, they don't have a body. They cannot hurt you. So if it ever happens, I just always am very gracious with them. I say, hi, thank you for passing by. Thank you for keeping an eye on us. We're safe. I just put like a super positive spin on it. And then they usually just like pass on through. They don't usually stick around too often or for too long. Lisa, not unless they're family, and then even then. Like my dad flits around. He's here, he's with my mom, he's with my brothers. Like he's on the other side. Because they're energy, they're not corporeal. They just kind of like flit about like the wind. Lisa Sims, that was the first time that happened, so it freaked me out. But his spirit was still, as you know, it might not have really been. He could have literally crossed at that moment. Could he do it a few years before he passed away? It took him, no. It's only spirits that have crossed over that can do that. Beth, I just said nope, and that also works, by the way. You don't have to engage with them. You could just be like, not today, no, not today. Steve, is the doctrines of signature applicable to all diseases in the body? More context, Steve. Thank you for building the question out, but I want to know what it is that I'm looking into. Lisa, and another family member, no, so we are very veiled. And especially if you're going to talk about somebody that's like an elderly person, even more veiled. We don't really have the capacity, unless somebody is like a shaman, they don't really have the capacity that they could do something like that. Project 25. Is the rapper Kevin Gates a part of the club? Some say he does dabble in dark magic and hides behind being a spiritual leader. Also, he is still married to his wife, Shadrika Haynes Gates, or has he moved on? He definitely dabbles in dark magic. Is he still with his wife? She's disgusted with him. I think they might be together. I think they might actually be secretly separated because her energy is completely repulsed by him. So I don't think they live together. Maybe they're taking a break. She will never let him touch her again. She's disgusted by him. You know what it's actually being shown to me as? Do you guys? I could not watch Black Mirror after this. I think it was the first episode of Black Mirror. Do you guys remember this? Ugh, it's so fucking disturbing. It hurts me to even talk about it. But this is literally what it's being shown to me as. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm that committed to bringing you the truth. I think it's the first episode of Black Mirror, or one of the first 3 certainly, because I think I watched 3 and then I was like, no thank you. Like, I watching Black Mirror felt the way Beth felt, like having her bathtub turned on when she was home alone. I was like, no thank you, no, not today. What, baby?
Do you want more money from your YouTube channel to be able to afford better equipment to make better quality videos?
Or maybe just to be a full-time content creator.
Yeah, well, Mom, do you want more money so you're
Sure.
Can I tell you how to do that?
Yes, tell me.
You make more money by posting longer videos and by making them on topics that advertisers will pay more for.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen.
Like how to invest in the stock market.
My content is too fringe.
Do a behind the veil energy read on the stock market and make it 2 hours. Mom, that video will probably get you maybe $20 per 1,000 views.
Maybe, okay. What was I saying? Oh, so Black Mirror. One of the first 3 episodes certainly was where the British Prime Minister had sex with a pig.
What?
Shit, my kid just heard me say it. It's not real, baby, it's not real. It's a TV show. I was watching that and I was like, there goes my dinner. Anyway, so what was shown is he did that to save a girl, right? And meanwhile, the girl was released. She's running in the streets and nobody knows that she was released because everyone's at home watching the Prime Minister fuck a pig. Disgusting, I know, I'm sorry. But anyway, what was shown to me about your question, Project 25, in that episode of the Black Mirror, the Prime Minister's wife, on camera, they're lovey-dovey, and then the minute they walk in the door, she won't even fucking talk to him. So it's their energy is being shown to me that way. She might be putting on an appearance. She's disgusted by him. The same way the Prime Minister's wife in that episode of Black Mirror was disgusted by him and will not touch him. Does not want to look at him. Certainly does not even want to live with him. So that's what's really going on. He absolutely dabbles in black magic, unequivocally. Let's catch up on comments. Kevin Gates just divorced his new wife after 2 months. No comment on that. Project 25, is Kevin Gates in a relationship with the influencer Brittany Renner? No. Katrina, that's who he just divorced. I'm not seeing anything with them. Steve, I don't know how to put it in any other way. It's a natural way to know what foods and plants correspond with what parts of the body based on the same signature, i.e. a walnut looks like a brain. Okay, thank you for that, Steve. There's some truth to it. but only some truth to it. It's not, how do I say this? The human body and this soul is so complex and complicated. It's not quite so simple as to say, and this is an oversimplification, so please, I want you just to know that in advance. What I'm about to say I know is a massive oversimplification, but go with it anyway. We're so complex and complicated that it's not enough to say if you eat a walnut, it's good for the brain because it looks like the brain. Because there's so much more that goes into the foundation of the body and our health and our wellness. And an enormous amount of it, at least I would say anywhere from 25 to 40% is actually energy and vibration. So if somebody eats well, but they have a shit attitude about life, it almost, their attitude is canceling out the food that they're eating. Conversely, if somebody eats okay, but they're really high vibe, their high vibration is going to cancel out some of the negative side effects of the food. Because we're complicated, we're complex, and everything is a vibration. Energy is everything, y'all. So it's not enough to say that if I eat this food, it's going to be good for the system and the body, because we're more complex and complicated than that. So that's like the most easy, basic bitch way I can answer the question, Steve. Let me know if that actually answers the question, though. Beth, oh well, that is so interesting, Steve. What about Brittany Renner? What about her? I know, right, Katrina? I'm still not. I don't even want to. Katrina, Kevin Gates' first ex-wife has a farm and seems to. God bless. Good for her. That's what we should all do when we get divorced. Move the fuck on. No, John Garrett. I'm in Los Angeles, California. Not too far from you, darling. Steve, I understand. So it's not comprehensive, but it does have, it has some correspondence and it has some correlation. Yes, that's a perfect way of putting it. So look at it, it's a trifecta. Health and wellness is a trifecta. What are the elements of the trifecta? It's mindset, i.e. high vibe. It's nutrition, and I would say instead of exercise, let's say lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle. Oh, you used to live in Riverside. Why did you move to Texas then? Let me guess, because Los Angeles is a shit show. I don't disagree with you. Apparently I'm having riots here. I don't know where the fuck they supposedly are, but there's supposedly riots happening. Not outside my window, that's for damn sure. I don't personally know a lot of people that have moved, but I know, like, anecdotally, a ton of people that have left Los Angeles. I know I have a few friends that actually did move to Florida, but I know a lot of people anecdotally that left LA and moved to Texas, and I don't blame them one bit, because LA is just not. I gotta clean my straw. LA is just not what it used to be. Facts. I love Los Angeles, but I'm more of like a facts over feelings kind of gal. Hello, Young. John, I was a skydive coach in Paris Valley. I came back to Texas today. Very honorable. Very, very honorable. Seriously, John. Katrina, what must you see in me? Silly. What else? No. I'm not so vain as to think I'm like an attraction here. Universal is kind of cool. The beach, obviously. The Grove. You can't go to the Pacific. I forgot what it's called. There used to be. Oh no, it's still there. By the same person who made the Grove, he made a magnificent like lifestyle mall by the Pacific Palisades. It's still there because what's his name? He actually ran for mayor here. Rick Caruso. So when the west coast of California was burning in January, somebody has common sense. You know what he did? He hired a private not like a fire truck, not a fire engine, but like a private company that was barricaded all around the property, that if the fire spread there, he wasn't gonna like hope that the fire department was gonna save this piece of property. He had it surrounded by private companies that he hired, that if the fire was there, they could put it out for him. So you could still go, I don't know what it's called. There's an Amazing Lifestyle Mall, Pacific Palisades, the beach. I mean, it's pretty magnificent here. Runyon Canyon, if you like hiking. We have some pretty nice like hiking trails and stuff. Mulholland Drive, because you have really nice views up there. Just go like driving around. And we have amazing food out here. I mean, I could recommend restaurants for fucking days. Oceanside, yeah. Thank you so much, Young. I appreciate your compliment. What else can I recommend out here? Don't go to downtown. I think we might be having riots there, or so they say. Don't go on the 405 during rush hour traffic. I mean, I can tell you what not to do. I don't know. Email me. If you're coming out here to visit, email me. I'll put together like a list of things that you can actually do. Lisa Sims, what exactly happened to Aubrey Plaza's husband? He unexpectedly passed away in January. I think no, he was sick. What's being shown to me about him is like imagine like you're in space and you're looking at like the United States and you're looking at like a blackout spreading across the country. So his body is being shown to me like that. Like one by one, the systems in his body. I like her haircut. This lady walking outside my window with a cool haircut. One by one, all of the systems in his body started to shut down. So I think natural causes. He was sick, I think. Steve, the UFC should do... You're onto something, Steve. Lilith versus Eve. I know you said Carrot has the longest residency in Vegas because he was born in the club, but anything interesting about... I can't stand him. I'm sorry. I have to say good... Bye, Nicole. I'm glad you were able to hang out with us. Katrina, we shall meet one day whenever I come. Yes, we shall meet one day. What do you want to know about Carrot Top? I saw him live. I didn't think that he was... And the person who took me was like, oh, he's the funniest comedian. You will never laugh so hard like you will laugh watching Carrot Top. And I was sitting there and I was like, huh? I guess? Like, I felt peer pressure to laugh because everyone around me was laughing. I didn't think that he was that funny, to be honest. So I think all the success he has had is just because he's in the club. Lisa Sims, okay, I was just curious. You're most welcome, darling. Hold on, we're getting to the time of day when I have to close my window sheets because I'm starting to feel like I'm a fish in a fishbowl. I'll be right. I know, Mom. Mom's like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't stand up and walk away. It's not professional. Guess the fuck what? This is not a professional YouTube channel. If anyone hasn't noticed already, it's just fucking real life over here. Who is your favorite comedian? I don't have one. I'm a Capricorn sun. I'm far too serious. I'm not a comedian kind of gal. I like dark, brooding subjects. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm making my house nighttime appropriate. Pip? Can you close the shades in the bedroom, darling? Okay. There we go. Let's make the house yummy and nighttime ready. I hope you all are talking amongst yourselves because I'm being an unprofessional YouTuber. Look, Mom, I came back. Steve, his props are stupid and funny. Like, no, Steve, you're way. By the way, Steve, you are way funnier than fucking Carrot Top is. That just goes to show, by the way, how much the club actually really takes care of their own. Like, you show a propensity for humor, okay. You're a fucking comedian now. But he definitely has a creepy aspect to him. Like, by the way, he creeps me out the way, like, the clown from It creeps me out. John Garrett, fair enough. Robin Williams, yes, he was funny because he was wounded. Wounded people make the best comedians. Lisa Sims, I love true crime. Are you gonna? Yes, 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 yes. I want cold cases, guys. I want to try to reverse engineer by reading the energy of a situation and seeing if I can figure out what actually happened. I will be doing more true crime. Don't even worry about that. True crime behind the veil energy reads is as much a foundation of the channel as like celebrity energy reads is at this point. Beth, yes, John, he was. Steve, let's get back to Lilith versus Eve. By the way, the video thank you, Franca, honey. Thank you so much. Hi, Emily. The video that I'm actually going to be releasing this week is on Lilith. That's also why I smirked with the comment that you had made, Steve. But I also channeled on Sunday because this is why I like getting fresh energy for my notebook. Someone had asked if the government employs psychic spies. That I think it's going to have to get its own video. I have like 10 or 11 pages of notes. It'll probably get like 50 views. I have no great hopes that a video like that is going to get a lot of views, but I mean, maybe in the future it'll get like a lot of views, but with what YouTube is doing right now, probably not. Yeah, he does look creepy. Shannon, oh yes, cold cases. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. John, you seem like an energy. Yes, I am. Yes, that's what we do here, John Garrett. That's exactly what I do, love. Steve said nice. Can't wait for the Lilith video is insane. It's insane. Here's the thing though. I don't want to re-record it, but what I might have to do is, and I'm cause like I feel like I just need here and there. I need to tweak it, but it's not with editing. Like I need to add a line here. I need to add a line there. But like a part of me is thinking like to put on the same shirt I wore, to do my makeup the exact same way, to sit down and it just seems so fucking tiring. You know, it's like. Is editing not enough, I ask you? YouTube gods, is my sacrificing my time for the editing not enough? Do I also now need to get dressed like I was dressed so I can like say, like literally guys, I need to like record like 3 lines just to put in here and there to like tie certain sections together. Is it worth it? I don't know, you guys can weigh in. Lisa, okay, I'm looking forward to watching that video. You're going to be releasing it. Yes, it's going to be regular. Probably, I want to aim to release it Wednesday, and then I want to record new content Thursday, so then I could release another new video for you guys on Friday. I would really, really like, if possible, you guys are going to get very bored of me. What my idea is, because I'm trying to, I don't know what I need to do to satisfy the algorithm gods. But if I need to come on live once a week and then do 2 videos in addition to that, okay, fine. If I need to do 2 lives a week because I don't have content, it's only a matter of time until I'm going to start getting tomatoes thrown at me, I think. 2% personal opinion. So I don't know. I just want to get I want to get it back to where it was, and I don't know how to do it. Lisa, I think I have Taurus and Lilith in the 11th house of friendship and partnership. So it's something I struggle with. It is interesting. I mean, again, this is The people who are like, astrology's not real, I'm like I'm giggling inside. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, fine, whatever you say. Shannon, there were men in black who would extract thoughts from people's minds. I learned how to hide thoughts. They caught onto me as I worked for the light, and it's not a joke, by the way. Steve, by the Men in Black was a reveal. The whole fucking movie was a reveal. And even the fact, like, what happened at the end of the movie, they had like what happened in New York, in Queens, they had like the World Fair there or something like that, and they had like those weird looking things, and they were like, oh yeah, of course. In the movie, it seems so obvious it's a fucking part of a spaceship, right? It's so fucking obvious, because it doesn't make sense otherwise. I'm a New Yorker. Do you want to know how many times I used to drive by that? Like on the way to the airport and look at it and be like, I'm not understanding what this is supposed to be. And then the movie Men in Black came out and they made fun of it, and I was like, now it makes sense.
Do you know who Quibble Cops is?
Who?
Quibble Cops?
No, what is that?
I don't know either, because that's what this person just called Novel Boy. His name is Novel Boy, not Quibble Cops.
I have no
I couldn't
idea.
understand the K because it starts with a K.
Steve, LOL. Oh my god, wardrobe. I just always do every video wearing the same thing. I mean, when you put it like that, yeah. Beth, yeah, she should wear her. I love you, Beth. I love you. Beth caught herself. She's like, not should, could. LOL. I love you, Beth. I've infected you guys with my sickness. I mean, that's proof right there. Steve, that's even smart. Hello, Albert Louise. I thought angels are meant to be in heaven. What is this angel doing? Oh my god. Okay. Somebody needs to take me out on a date, stat. You and your sweet talking mouth over there, Mr. Albert Louise. Shannon, okay, another question for the video. Are these government spies everywhere, dressed as casual people watching us all? I live in a small town and had my curiosities about some people I've met. I'll see if there's anything else that I'm going to add to it, because I haven't recorded it yet. Here's the thing, guys. I have a banging. Do you want to hear? Where's my notebook? Hold on. You guys want to hear all of the content that I have channeled that I want to record for you guys? 1 second. Here it is. Hang on a second. Oh my god, guys, I'm on like over almost 2 hours and I haven't had a pen in my hand the entire time. What's wrong with me, Faye? How did I not have a pen to play with? For shame. Okay. These are the videos that I have for you guys. Freemasons, which is really a companion video to the club video. I think I have more to channel on American prisons, but I have Lilith, which I recorded and I might need to insert segments into. But this is the one I'm really excited about. Sandra Bullock and Jesse James, or am I just dating myself? I might just be dating myself. It's like I have 30 pages on them. It's going to be such a great video. Okay, but I also have, do governments employ psychics to work for them? Like psychic spies. So good. Just so, and then hold on. An AMA? I haven't done an AMA in fucking forever, guys. Plus a live stream AMA? Like, what? It's time for Faye to be a full-time content creator, universe. Show me the money so I can be one. Hold on. Steve, Albert can see Carrot Top. Oh, ha ha ha, Steve. Beth, have to step away for a few. I'll be back. You got it, love. Steve, Shannon, have you checked out the birds in your town? Shannon, Faye, your channel? Hold on. Faye, is your channel your full-time? No. I wish it was. One day. How can we support you for... Just tell everyone you know about my channel. Get me more subs, please. More viewing time, please. Send my videos to people. Share it. And yes, I will... I would love to. I would love to. Again, here's the thing. Ideas, I have plenty. I'm not doing them for lack of ideas. I'm doing it because this is my passion project that does pay me a little bit of money, but then I have like 3D jobs out in the world, and my time is being split between this and all of that. So I would love for this to be my full-time job. I want to be a full-time content creator. So yes, universe, show me the money. Albert Louise, I am sending this live stream to NASA because, oh my God. Okay, Albert, you were a dandy in a past life, and you were a damn good dandy. You must have been like a fucking lover, because you have a very, very sweet tongue, my dear. Albert, I am sending this live stream to NASA because you look like a star. You are definitely not from this world. Exceptional beauty at its peak. Much love to you, and you are right. I am not from this world. I am a star seed. Project 25. Was there ever a relationship between... Such a good question. Was there really a relationship between Eminem and Mariah Carey? Where did the beef come? I don't know that they ever had a beef. Yeah, there was. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see what's going on over there. He was really into her. He was like the way he looked at her was like a fucking goddess. He was like, she is everything and more. Mariah kind of looked at him a little bit like... So again, I'm going to remind you again, guys, these are not my words, okay? This is not the way that I would talk, but this is not even what she said. This is more like the way she viewed him at the time. This is not certainly what anyone would say about, you know, Eminem now. But back then, when it was real Eminem, like and again, she didn't say this, but she was looking at him like, I don't know, he's like a bit of a street kid. He's like a street thug. He's like a street urchin. She felt like if she was going to be with him, it was going to be lowering herself. And she couldn't picture lowering herself, no matter how compatible they were. So it was real. She was the one that actually kiboshed it, though. Lisa, what was the relationship between Tupac and Janet Jackson? Nothing, not romantic. I'm going to say just friends. Loose friends. Like, you know, they would see each other here and there. Hey, yo, what's up? Like, they didn't really talk on the phone or anything like that. They didn't, certainly, I mean, back then there was no fucking cell phones, but really no texting. You know what? Loose friends, i.e. acquaintances. I'm not seeing that there was anything romantic between the two of them. Steve, LOL, but she did a song with Old Dirty Bastard. So she was doing that more from like a strategic standpoint of trying to broaden her appeal, I guess you could say. Like she was trying to dip her toes into like a different demographic. She's very, very picky. Here's the thing. There's Mariah Carey the musician, and there's Mariah Carey the person. Mariah Carey doesn't mind dipping her toes in other pools of water if she thinks it's going to be good for her career. She's very picky about who... She's probably had sex with, I would say, 6 people. And 2 of them were her husbands. She's exceptionally picky with who she lets into her, as well she should be. Not just Mariah Carey, as well we all could be, except for the fact that hookup culture has been normalized and there's Agent Smiths that will advocate on behalf of it. Mariah Carey is exceptionally picky with who she lets into her body. So it's very different from her from a musical point of view, who she would collaborate with. She doesn't look at like sex as a collaboration. It's like, I'm a goddess. Goddess energy. Who is going to be worthy of being in my goddess energy? I mean, she's not wrong, by the way. I give her mad props. Albert, yes, of course you can ping me on Instagram. My handle on Instagram is @solarflowofficial. I'll just make it easy for you. Lisa Sims, I think he liked her, but she didn't like him back. I would say yes. But here's the thing, it's not a matter of, they were actually incredibly compatible. She doesn't do friends with guys. She's like, I have more than enough friends. I don't need to be your friend. Like, it's either going to be a romantic partnership or see ya. And it wasn't going to be a romantic partnership with them. So she kind of cut him loose. Project 25. Was the singer Bobby Brown telling the truth about being in a relationship with... No, he wishes. She had stated he is lying, but he claims that he's not. Bobby Brown is a little bit of a liar. I don't trust most things that come out of his mouth. Albert Louise, did Kanye have a fling with Mariah Carey? No. Same thing. She's too fucking picky. Right? Wow, go Mariah. Albert Louise, Tupac was definitely with... I don't think he was, no. Lisa Sims, does Tupac have any live children today? No. Kalu, you remember me. Is that a trick question? I don't like being put on the spot. This is like, anyone here like doing like riddles? I don't. I hate riddles. Yes, hate. And that's a strong word. I fucking hate riddles. You know what I hate more than riddles? Somebody coming up to me, putting me on the spot and asking me a riddle. Those are like the two worst things in the world combining together simultaneously. I don't want anyone to ask me a riddle, and I don't want anyone to put me on the spot and ask me a riddle. I told you guys, I'm not clever. I'm not smart enough to handle these things. I'm just not. You guys are way smarter than I am. This is why most of your questions just go over my fucking head, and I'm like asking you guys, can you repeat the question over, because I don't even understand half the things that I'm being asked. Like, I just seem like I have my shit together. I really don't. Again, I decided to come on here and celebrate. I got fucking crumbs on my sofa. I gotta vacuum the crumbs on my sofa so I can put the clothing back, the cushion covers back on my sofa. No, I don't have my shit together over here. I mean, maybe that's why I'm not a full-time YouTuber. The universe is telling me, yo, Faye, you got crumbs on your sofa right now. Obviously, you can't handle being a full-time YouTuber. That's clearly what's going on. Lisa Sims, okay, I heard that Tupac never had any kids, so I don't see any resonance of him in the world. And also, Lisa, did you see the video that I had done on Tupac? What was shown to me about him, he really, like, his sole purpose and mission in multiple of his lifetimes was to learn non-attachment, to leave the earth plane behind and not have any attachment or affiliation with it thereafter. One could say that by having children, he was leaving a resonance of himself behind. That's not what he came to do in this lifetime as Tupac, nor was it what he had come to do in Tupac in the other, for anyone who hasn't seen it, I'm not going to say it, but what had come in is he had a really super notable previous lifetime as well. It was not what he came to do in those lifetimes. Lisa Sims, I am supposed to... Retracted. I don't know where you were going with that. Okay, guys. Did we celebrate enough? Should we celebrate more? Should we get, like... How are you guys doing? Like, what's your party level at? Are you tired of me yet? Because I was just on a couple... Excuse me, I just hiccuped. Are you tired of me yet? Because I was just on a couple of days ago? I'm loving the celebratory emojis. Okay, so I'm going to say that you guys are still up for some more celebrating. So celebrate we shall. Lisa, I am supposed to be cleaning. It's real life over here. Not just for me, but for you too. Like, you're supposed to be cleaning your room. I'm supposed to be, like, cleaning my fucking sofa. My neighbors are going to be so pissed when I'm, like, vacuuming my sofa at 9 o'clock tonight. And for shame, I haven't even finished doing the timestamps on the live stream from Thursday. Guys, it is so boring and time-consuming to do timestamps. I'm not even going to lie.
Love you, Mom.
I love you, baby. It is so... Maybe I'll hire Pip to do timestamps for me. It's so boring. So what I was doing yesterday, because I was not caffeinated, so before I took the nap on the sofa, I was sitting here at my desk and I was listening to my video doing timestamps while I was going through all of my videos and I was changing the descriptions. I could only do that for like an hour and a half, and then I was like, I don't want to hear the sound of my voice any longer. I don't want to look at any more of my content right now. I must take a break right now. And then I took a nap on the sofa. It was great. It was balance. It's all about balance, y'all. Hello, Beth, darling. You did not miss much. I'm not even gonna lie. You didn't, girl. You didn't miss that much. I'm the least professional YouTuber in the world. I just remember when I was in New York over the summer, I was like eating on camera. Like, who fucking does that? I'm sorry. I can't pretend. I'm not fucking Blake Lively. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm like fucking some goddess over here and y'all are beneath me. No, like, no. Just no. Hi, Susanna, darling. Susanna said, hi, Faye. I typically miss your lives, but I love that. I love the replays and looking forward to your upcoming videos. Oh, no, I was actually I was looking at 2 comments at the same time. I have apparently skills I didn't even know about. Lisa Sims, no, I enjoy your company, so I like when you go live and looking forward to your upcoming videos. Okay, then Susanna said, hi, Faye. I typically miss your lives, but I love the replays. It's a highlight of my day, so I love you, darling. Thank you for saying so. Steve, Beth, you... Okay, maybe Beth did miss something. Beth, I had shared that Mariah Carey is super picky about who she lets into her hoo-ha. And I think she's been with maybe a maximum of 6 men, and 2 of them were her husbands. Okay, Beth is up to speed now. Albert Louise, you are... Oh my God. Albert, do you want to be my boyfriend? You're very good for my self-esteem right now. Albert, you are the best YouTuber in the world. We have so much belief in you. One day you will definitely become successful. I love you, Albert. Thank you. Beth, hi, Steve. I'll watch the replay and check it out later. Thank you, because God knows my videos need more views. YouTube has been so unkind. Guys, I can't. Do you know, okay, I'm going to humble brag for a minute, but really not, because it's not humble at all. It's just straight up bragging. Do you guys know that my video on, what's her name? Beyonce and Jay-Z has... Brace yourself, guys. It's so, we're in the stratosphere here. No, I mean, from a little channel like mine we are. It has 8,000 views. Yeah, I'm proud of that. I mean, we're nowhere near like Mr. Beast level over here, but come on. That's pretty, yes, thank you for the emojis, guys. I love that. Albert Louise, you have the most beautiful eyes in the world. Those eyes are making me crazy. You are definitely my boyfriend. You can date me. I will allow it as long as you're single. And no, they're not contact lenses either. Sorry, Nico. Try harder. Temu Ellen is just not an insult. Sorry, not sorry. Try harder. But I give you 2 stars because at least it was creative. I give you that. Lisa Sims, the more... Steve was like, Steve is feeling very, very protective over me today. I could see that. He was deleting that in a hurry. Yes, my darling. Yes.
Take.
What?
I have a hot take.
You have a hot take? I'm in the mood of cookies. Random, I know.
I'm in the mood of saying hot takes.
Hot take? Okay.
So...
I'm in the mood of being even less professional and eating cookies on camera.
I want to eat cookies off camera.
I know.
And Mom.
I'm going to have to bake... Okay, so after I vacuum and dress my sofa and put away my laundry, clearly I'm going to be baking tonight.
Okay.
No one's sleeping in this house this evening. Yes,
Okay.
my angel.
So, Mom.
Yes.
I have a hot take that when Michael Jackson was at his height in music, he was the most famous person in the world.
Probably true.
Yeah, because Mom,
Yeah.
he once wanted to experience the real world without getting crowded by everyone. So he had
Not
his
possible.
friend
Yeah.
who owned a shopping mall.
Yeah.
He got a bunch of other friends, got them to also shop around in the grocery store there
Yeah.
to make it feel like it's a real environment. So that it felt like a real
For
environment.
Michael Jackson.
It felt like a real environment, but it wasn't. But nobody was crowding him. They already knew him.
Do you hear this story? Imagine being Michael Jackson and you just want to be you just want to live like a regular person.
He just wanted to see how people actually shop.
Oh my God, this is so sad.
I know.
Poor Michael Jackson.
I know.
Lisa Sims, the more people wake up, the more successful you will become. Just
Is
keep the
Michael
faith.
Jackson
It will
still
happen. Then it will become. From your mouth to God's
Is
ears, and
Michael
I do
Jackson
think so too.
still
By the way,
alive?
no,
Died in
honey.
2011.
No, he's long gone.
Okay.
Whenever they said he died, he did.
Okay, well, Mom,
Yeah.
how did he die?
Combination of over-the-counter medication.
Okay.
Watch, you're very close to the boss, Lovey.
Okay, when was he born?
I don't know.
How old was he when he died?
I think 50.
50? That means he was born. 1961.
I love you and your little math mind.
I'm good.
Albert Louise, Beyonce definitely loved
Come on,
Kanye
make
for sure.
cookies.
I'm live right now, buddy. I'm
Be
sorry.
unprofessional.
Oh, shut up.
How about this?
Guys, should I turn this into like a cooking channel? Should we do like baking with Faye? Should we bake cookies together or something one day?
No.
I don't know if I could like channel and bake at the same time. That might be outside my skill set.
I have an idea.
I could probably like fold laundry and you want to know what? There's probably like someone on All Fans right now that's
Mom.
folding their laundry and getting paid to do it on camera.
Mom.
I'm not even joking. Yes,
Mom,
love. I won't do it though.
So,
Standards and all.
Mom.
Yes, love.
I suggest you actually start a cooking channel. And Mom,
A cooking channel? Does my child not know me?
Mom.
Yes.
Me.
It's cute that he thinks I would do a cooking channel.
I know.
Yes, love.
Me. I'm going to be I'm gonna rate your food. I'm gonna be outside the frame and I'm gonna rate it.
I kind of love that
I'm gonna be
actually.
Gordon
I
Ramsay.
kind of low key love that.
I'm gonna be Gordon Ramsay.
You're gonna be Gordon Ramsay.
I'm gonna rate your food.
Lisa Sims, they succeeded in getting attention. LOL.
Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Let me have your face. What are you? What are you?
Don't do it.
What
I
are
have a little bit of
you?
concealer on my face.
What are
I don't
you?
know what
An
you're
idiot
doing.
sandwich.
No.
Okay.
No, we don't use that word in this house. That word,
sandwich?
the one before it. We don't use words
Idiot.
like, okay, come here.
What?
Someone's gonna get their tablet taken away. That's what's gonna happen. I have like a zero policy for like rudeness in this
You
house.
silly monkey.
I'm okay with that. Banish the I word from your
I word?
lexicon.
Oh, Mom. Is the I word an iodine?
Albert, it would be an honor so Albert, as long as you know I come with an incredible +1. It would be an honor to date you, and I am very blessed I could be your boyfriend one day. I am definitely single. But are you a divine masculine? Project 25, you are certainly complimentary, and that goes a long way in my book. Project 25, you guys could tell I've been single for too long, right? Project 25 was the rapper Lil Kim and the singer Mary J. Blige passed around in the music industry. Not Mary, they say they were controlled by Diddy and he made them do things they didn't want to do. Mary J. Blige is far too no nonsense. I could see her maybe, how can I say this without being incredibly pressed? She was, there's no way I can, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The industry is disgusting and corrupt. I can't sugarcoat what's being shown to me. So Mary J. Blige was known for her BJs.
Yeah, what's the hardest completion on mobile?
Okay? She gives great head. So if she was forced to do anything, that's what it was. Lil Kim, yeah, Lil Kim's got a little bit of like that, like I'm not saying this in a derogatory way. This is not about her as a person. This is her energy. Energetically, she's a little bit more like dirty and rough around the edges. Like kind of like imagine Christina Aguilera in the Assless Chap singing about wanting to get dirty. That's a little bit of what like Lil Kim's energy is. So I more believe it about Lil Kim than I do about Mary J. Blige. Mary J. she's very, very strong. She has a very, very strong constitution. I think she genuinely also likes, because she knows she's good at giving head. I think she genuinely likes doing it. But I don't really see her being as, I don't know what the hearts are for, but thank you. I don't see her being as dirty, one could say, as Lil Kim. Like, want to get dirty kind of describes Lil Kim. It doesn't really describe Mary J. Blige, though. Thank you for deleting the message, Steve. Beth, the most meaningful things in life are always slow to grow. You are exactly where you are. So here's also the thing. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn in the 6th house. So Saturn, Capricorn Sun, like Saturn, it's an energy I'm really, really used to in all actuality. I think that if somebody has like a really hard Saturn transit, but it's not really a prominent part of their chart, it probably affects them a lot more than like a Capricorn. Like it's, to me, it's just like, yeah, of course, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to stick with it. Like I would never, I was talking to my mom also about this yesterday. I know somebody, she's phenomenally successful on Instagram. She did like 2 YouTube videos and she's like, this is too slow. I'm giving up on it. To me, if anything worth doing is worth doing in the long run. Oh God, I sound like Meghan Markle. I'm so sorry, guys. But when she says it, it's trite. I'm not saying it to be trite. I'm saying it because Capricorn Sun. Yeah, of course, if I'm going to be a YouTuber, I see myself doing this for many, many years to come. Like anything I do, I'm going to do. Like it's anything worth doing, you're just going to like, I'm not doing a good job explaining it. It's just the Saturnian influence in my life. It's like, I would never think about just like, I don't know, starting it and being like, it's too slow, I'm giving up. I don't understand that concept. That concept is too foreign to me. Like, again, if I'm, okay, I'm a reader. So, like, anything that I do to the max. Like, I don't just read casually. Like, we're halfway through June and I've read like 58 books already. Like, I set the goal for 100 this year. I'm gonna surpass 100. Like, and that makes sense to me because it's like I'm a reader. This is what I do. Whatever I do, I do. Like, I don't do things half-assed. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not very clever today, guys. Sorry. It's because I was at a caffeine deficit yesterday and I overcompensated for it today. Don't skip your morning matcha or coffee. That's the bottom line here. Albert Louise, the only thing I have to say to you is it's not who you are underneath, it's what you do that defines you. Love that. Project 25, was Diddy on the record label, was Diddy and the record label owner Andre Harrell in a relationship early in his career? I actually could see this about them. They say he taught Diddy everything he knows, as well as Clive Davis and Russell Simmons. Yeah, baby.
Apparently the common housefly can spread up to 60.
No, I don't want to know. Don't share.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. There's a lot. Actually, as much as this seems like a seemingly simple question, Project 25, there's a whole fucking Pandora's box here. So first of all, Diddy definitely swings both ways. I do believe he was in a relationship with Andre Harrell. Yeah, and the thing so here's the thing. I'm going to say a little bit more Clive than Russell. I think Russell maybe gave him pointers here and there. I think it was mostly, no, and it's somebody else, but I'm not being shown who it is. It's Clyde Davis and somebody else. Let me see if I can get a name. It's somebody else in the, well, somebody else in the music industry. But also, here's the thing, guys. This was just shown to me on Thursday, something I had never known before. Diddy, there really is a Black Illuminati. It's a subset of the regular club. Like, just like there's like the movie club and the music club, there's like the Black Illuminati. It's a subset of the club. And Diddy is absolutely part of the Black Illuminati. Steve, letter, cook, letter. Letter, cook. I needed to say it to actually understand it. You could write about making alphabet soup, haha. What I want to be doing is actually writing a book, but if I can't even fucking like vacuum my sofa and put the cushion covers back on, what hope is there for a book? Project 25, was the actor Lee Thompson Young pledged? There's too much static around him. So I'm going to say this is something that we're not meant to know at this time because there's just static everywhere around the name in general. Albert Louise, I ain't complimentary. I just got... Albert, you're really setting the standard way too high. Way too high. Regular men are not going to be able to compete with you, my dear. I just got lost in those eyes. The way you smile, it's just phenomenal. Love at first sight is all I have to say. How am I supposed to date like a regular like yokel now? Like I wouldn't date one anyway, but like guys, have you seen what's on fucking dating apps now? Steve, does the club support on Andrew Wilson? Yes. Lisa Sims, maybe that's why I like her. I find MJB to be really classy. There's a good chance you're picking up on her energy. Albert Louise, God definitely was in a good mood. Albert, I love you. Seriously, you're too kind. God definitely was in a good mood when he made you because you are full of positivity and good vibes. Thank you for saying, hi Swimmingly. Solar, yay! I was just bragging about you to say, God bless you. We were just talking about it. If you want to support the channel, seriously guys, every like supports the channel, every comment. These things really, really, by the way, it helps the algorithm. I should have been talking about this instead of complaining. These things help the algorithm tremendously. If you like the video, if you give it a thumbs up, even if you give it a thumbs down, believe it or not, even if you don't like the video, it helps with the algorithm. Comments help the algorithm. If you share a video, it helps the algorithm. So I appreciate you guys so much because I know you guys are liking the video. I know you guys are commenting on the videos. It helps so much. Thank you, Swimmingly, for telling people about the channel. That also helped so much. And I want to just continue to create more and more great content for you guys. So all of this stuff really helps tremendously. Project 25, did the rapper Freeway, Leslie Edward Pridgeon, pledge his, ooh, that's dark, pledge his son Jihad Pridgeon, who is also an upcoming rapper, as well as his daughter Harmony Ellerby. So I'm gonna replace the word pledge with sold. I'm gonna say he sold them to the club, and then whatever happened to them there afterwards, he did not give two shits about. But I'm not gonna say he directly pledged them, but sold definitely. That apparently seems to be a thing that they're doing now. Shannon, are popular young YouTubers scouted by the club? That is an excellent question. Yes. Especially the gamers. So a few years ago, Pip was super into watching gamers. You guys are way too savvy. I think some people who are maybe just waking up would be shocked to see the things that they say and the symbolism. Would be absolutely shocked. Comments like a gamer playing a game being like, things that make no sense. Like out of context, you'd be like, what does that even mean? And in context, you're like, oh, I get it now. Gamers saying like, oh yeah, I would sell my firstborn. What? There's a channel that I used to watch, really great actually. I don't watch it anymore. Two guys that used to analyze movies. One is a therapist and one is a movie buff. And they break down movies through the lens of psychology. At the time I stopped watching them, they had over 700,000 subscribers. I saw their channel blow up like that. It jumped from 100,000 to 700,000. I'm not even joking, in like less than 3 months. And then one day in the middle of one of their videos, they were talking about how their channel had grown so much. And they were like, it's not because we sold our firstborn to the devil or anything like that. Ha ha ha. It's not fucking funny. Who jokes like that? They're saying it because they have to reveal to you what they've done, and they're kind of betting on the fact that people are too asleep and they don't know. So they can satisfy the laws of karmic retribution, and none's really the wiser because of it. But I've seen so much symbolism, it's shocking. So specifically gamers, yes. The male gamers, yes. But they're branching outside of that. I think I had spoken to you guys about this. Like I had done a reading with somebody, because as you guys probably know, my gifts and abilities are not for me. Like, yeah, sure, my guides. It's like I can ask them a question. Maybe if they're in a good mood, they'll drop me a bone here and there. My gifts are not for me. So if I want to get clarity on my own life, I go to another reader. I shared with you guys that I had gone to another reader, and we had been talking about other YouTubers that do the same thing that we do, and why their channels are so big. And what came in when she had looked into it was, quote, she has friends in high places, end quote. Take that to mean what you want it to mean. So yes, they absolutely do recruit, but not only do they recruit, they also now insert their own as into positions of prominence as influencers, as YouTubers, as gurus, as self-help authors, you name it, it's already been infiltrated. Swimmingly, solar, the new unlocked gift I mentioned before, where I see images appear over some people's throat chakra. Well, now I'm seeing on some people the image animal morphs. Well, I think it's a connection to a past life. I said that to you in the last one as well. It's somehow connected to a past life, swimmingly. Shannon, what is the difference between being clairvoyant, and excellent question, and remote viewing? Is remote viewing tuning in and watching from a live? Excellent question. So clairvoyant is the gift of clear vision. Now, this can manifest in a couple of different ways, because different gifts manifest differently in different people. Like clairaudient can manifest in like one of 5 different ways. Clairvoyant is a person can either see a potential timeline, or they could see potential futures playing out. Depending on a choice, like the free will choices that a person makes, they can see how that potential timeline is going to play out. It could also be where a person could look at something and they can understand the way that it works behind the veil. So, for example, Nikola Tesla, this is one of his gifts and abilities. He could look at he could look at a car and he could understand the way that it worked. I don't even know what these things are fucking called. He could see it. Because he could see behind the veil. That's clairvoyant. Now, remote viewing is different than clairvoyant. Remote viewing, there's 2 different ways that a person can remote view. It's where either they're doing it with their consciousness, or it's where one could say their soul leaves the body, but it remains tethered to the body. And then their soul literally is going to another location, and it is seeing things in real time. So they're 2 completely different. There's clairvoyant and there's remote viewing, and they are not the same at all. Now, the kind of remote viewer that I am, my soul doesn't leave my body. I can set my consciousness, so to say, to go to a particular location, and my consciousness goes there. Thank you for the hearts.
Love lying.
No. What are you watching?
What?
People do not love.
I stopped watching it.
What's the channel?
I don't know. I clicked off of it. Fast.
Okay, good.
It was Mom. They were saying that Trump wants to revert the Brown versus Board of Education, and he wants to segregate schools in the South. That's such a lie. I don't think Trump wants
And
to
then
do
you have
that.
content creators that are creating this level of malarkey. Pip, please
That's
understand.
malarkey.
People do not walk around lying in everyday life. I don't want you to think that about
I don't
people,
know why
okay?
people are lying. Mom, do
Yes,
people
honey.
know your political beliefs?
No, and we're not going there. This is not a political channel. I'm not Joy Behar. I'm not here to turn off half the country. I accept everybody here. Do not.
Donald Trump is the first president since Grover Cleveland to serve 2 non-consecutive terms.
That we can talk about. Thank you, Steve, for deleting the message. I don't know why I'm getting all the hearts, but thank you guys.
Hearts!
Or I bet it's for Pip, actually.
I'm Pip! Hearts, I guess.
Hello, Gabe Durbin. Thank you, 3V8. I intend to stay blessed. Albert Louise. Diddy is very rich. He would definitely buy his way out from all of this mess. The fractual part is he doesn't love any. Yes, that is very true. Because he definitely found his. Yes, Albert, you got it. Gabe Durbin, like my houseplants, I promise to give you. Oh, Gabe, I love you. Thank you so much for saying so. That's. My God, you guys are like, okay, I have a lot of boyfriends on here tonight. I'm not complaining. Gabe Durbin, I wish I was cross-eyed so I could, oh my God, where are all of you people coming from, and why don't you live in my city? That's what I want to know. Beth, is it true that you need to write 7 words in the not that I know of. But I'm the least professional YouTuber in the world, so what the fuck do I know? Albert Louise, wish I could be the man. I wish so too, because if I had a man in my life that spoke to me like you, I mean, I would be a happy woman. And also if a man cooked for me. That's really the bar. Nice words, cooking, some cuddling, you know, stuff like that. The basics. Is that too much to ask for? Apparently. I live in Los Angeles. There's nothing but soy boys here. Wish I could be that man in your life who would be lucky enough to share a beautiful life with you. Bring all the joy, happiness, because you are the most oh my. You are, Albert, you are spoiling me. You are just spoiling me. Thank you for your kind words, Albert. Swimmingly, Solar, I have not yet been able to meet your fellow fairy crew. I ask respectfully, are they not interested in showing me how they look? They're shy. So here's the thing, we can request, but just like we have free will, they also have free will. But here's also the thing, there's always fairies around us. So you might have for like 1 month, 1 set, and then they skedaddle, and then you get a whole new set that's coming in. So if you want to see them, I would continue to ask. And I would, just like you said, ask respectfully, because there's always, it's like oxygen. Oxygen is always just, you know, it's moving around. It's like the fucking wind. So you'll get a whole new set of fairies that are coming in, and you can ask them, and maybe they won't be shy. Steve, Albert, you're laying it pretty thick. Albert, you are definitely going to reach 10 million for sure. From your mouth to God's ears, Albert. I'm definitely manifesting it. I mean, I'll be happy with 10,000. Albert, oh my God, the word beauty is written all over you. Are those eyes or magnets? I guess I can die peacefully because I have seen the most beautiful creation of God. I don't even know what to say at this point. Steve, the bigger channels have an unfair advantage. Yes. And also, here's the thing. Guys, under like 10,000, you're still considered like a micro channel. I'm a micro channel. Oh my God. And by the way, it's very, very hard for new channels to get. I'm watching like all of these videos now. That's why I'm like going through and I'm redoing like all of the descriptions, because I shared with you guys, I had no clue what I was doing. I was just like, I bought a secondhand light from someone on OfferUp for $15. It was shit. I didn't know anything about editing. I didn't even think to like see if the camera was straight, you know? I didn't put makeup on. I mean, I'm not wearing makeup now either, but it was just a totally different version of Faye. But I knew if I didn't start it, it was never going to get started. And I'm happy that I started it because you guys all got to grow with me. You all got to see my gifts getting stronger. If you've been with me, not even from the beginning, if you've been with me from early on, you have seen my gifts getting stronger in real time. If I never would have recorded that first video, we wouldn't be here now. My gifts have gotten stronger because I made the decision to record the first video. I don't regret that I was unprofessional back then. I'm learning as I'm going, and it's a wonderful thing. And now that I'm watching videos on how to grow your channel, guess what? I'm learning now too. I'm learning, about SEO, and I'm learning about keywords, and I'm learning about tags, and all of these things that I never knew for the last 3 years. You want to know what is crazy? It's working. I could see from just the most recent video on Pope Leo. So that's kind of like it's the most recent video. So anytime I go into the YouTube Creator Studio, it's like the first one that I see. From last week until this week, right? Like I think when I put it up, 2 days later it had like 100 views. Again, that's for my channel, very low right now. Today, after starting to implement the changes that on videos that I've been watching, it got like 30 new views. Guys, that's not nothing. 30 views on a video that has 100 views, that's 30% more. I know it's only 30, it's 30% more. So imagine if all of my videos, when I go in and I'm approaching it with the things that I'm learning, are gonna get 30% more views. Hey, I'm here for that. Imagine if the channel then gets 30% more subscribers. I'm down with that too. So it's amazing. I'm kind of loving that I'm learning as I'm going. I still will never regret being unprofessional and coming on here in the first place, because I know for a fact, if I would have been waiting to be the most professional YouTuber, this channel would not exist right now. I just had to take the first step, and I had to let the magic support me along the way. And it has. Because look, we're here 3 years later. It's amazing. Over 300 videos, over 3,000 subs, close to 200,000 views. I'm not complaining, y'all. Steve, yes, I just read that comment. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. You have a very interesting handle there. I do personal readings. There is a link in the description of all of my videos that will take you to my website. You can book a reading with me there, and I also offer free consultations. Project 25. What is the relationship dynamic between Todd Chrisley, who has the TV show Chrisley Knows Best, and his oldest children, Lindsay Chrisley and Kyle Chrisley? They say Lindsay is the reason he went to jail. Let me read that again. I think what's her name? Is it a she? Lindsay? A little narcissistic there. Tells tall tales. So I would agree with that. Albert, I am remote viewing you. Cute. Project 25. Was Todd and Julie Chrisley from the show Chrisley Knows Best wrongfully convicted of tax fraud, or was it true? There's more that we don't know about as well. It's not just tax fraud. Steve, LOL, at least he knows it's malarkey. That's great. I mean, God bless for that. Hi, Tortilla Face. I'm so glad that you're able to join us, darling. Hi, Faye. Love and light from Arizona. I loved your last video. Thank you, sweetheart. You're going to love the next one, too, because it's amazing. Thank you, Steve, for taking care of some comments there. Albert Louise, your skin is shining. Share your skin tips. Lots of water. Lots of water. I use facial oil, and I'm honestly right now, I have nothing on my face but facial oil and a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and then I have a highlighter on my cheekbones. That's it. I think if you take care of your skin, you don't have to wear a lot of makeup, because it's the health that you're actually seeing on my skin right now. It's not product. Beth, Look how far. I know. This is what I'm saying. I think it's remarkable. I will never ever regret. I love that there is evidence that actually exists in the world how far I've come. I love that. I feel like you have a message for me, and I don't know why. Probably because I do. Swimmingly, thank you. Oh, thank. I have the best tribe here. Steve, hey, tortilla. I love your handle, tortilla face. I just love it. Albert Louise, people be respectful while commenting. She is my girl. No disrespect here, people. You tell him, Albert. Yes, darling.
Can you buy a whiteout pen for me?
Yes. Albert, A. Dot, send a super chat and find out. You guys are doing my job for me. Thank you. By the way, guys, if you have not yet hit the thumbs up, please go ahead and do so. Swimmingly, for example, I saw a praying mantis morph into a hamster on somebody's throat. Should I take it literally past life or a symbol of their past lives before I dig for details? Now, this is a really, really good question. Here's the thing. If it's a private person, now I'm just going to share my approach, okay? You do you, boo. But I'm just going to share. My approach is a private person, as in a non-celebrity, always has the expectation of privacy. So anything that I may have ever seen, I do not share. Because they have the expectation of privacy and people really get weirded out. People really get weirded out. Like when I came out of the spiritual closet and I told people I'm an energy reader, people were legitimately freaked out. Like their body language changed. Like they went like this, okay, and they took steps away from me and they said, "Are you reading my energy right now?" And I said, "No." The people get really, really freaked out. So I never have ever read a regular citizen's energy. First of all, because I don't have their consent. And second of all, they're a private citizen. They have the expectation of privacy. Anything I may have ever seen, I never ever shared, right? When I was a teenager and I went into my friend's house and I could feel that their parents had been fighting, I never said to them, "Yo, your parents were just fighting." When I was a 20-year-old and I went into my friend's house and I felt that they had just had marital relations, I never said, "Oh yeah, good job guys, you just got it on." People get really weirded out. I wouldn't say anything. So if I was you, I would throw it to my guides and I would say, "What are you trying to teach me that I can take with me into the future?" But I would not say something to anybody in that moment if it was me. If you want to start looking into, the energy of celebrities, or people that commit crimes and things of that nature, and you want to see what you see when you're looking at their throat chakra, hey, go for it. People in the public domain, it's a totally different set of rules of engagement. They've already opened up their life to us. So it's a different rule of engagement. And then, hey, maybe, as I shared with you guys, I see a lot of people are going to be doing more, creating more and more YouTube channels. Maybe this is going to be what you're going to end up doing in the future. And I support you in that unequivocally. That's what I'm going to say about that. How do I find out what that is? I'm not sure what the question is there. The person that has a lot of ADs, T's in your handle. Steve, wow, the mantis beings changed into, isn't that kind of cool? Tortilla face, hello, I just tuned in. Yes, I touched on it at the beginning of the video. So first of all, I had said, I did not even, you guys know I don't watch the news. I didn't even know that there was riots that are supposedly happening. They're not happening anywhere near me. So I'm totally safe here. I'm also, I had shared at the beginning of the video, I'm very skeptical. If I don't see something with my own eyes and it's reported to me on the news, because the news can lie, and the news can and does lie to us routinely and regularly. So I can't confirm nor deny that the riots are actually happening. For all we know, it's happening in a different country. That's all I can say about that. Steve, Faye is a respectful professional. Because here's the thing, look at it more this way. I'm very private. And I would not like it if somebody came up to me and they were like, I was just reading your energy, this is what, and I'd be like, whoa, back the fuck up, motherfucker. I would not be okay with that. But also, here's the thing, regular citizens really have the expectation of privacy. Albert took a message down swimmingly. Today, people were letting me practice on. Okay, so that's a different story. If you are asking them for their consent and they allow you to practice, beautiful. People were letting me practice on them. I had their permission, great. And I was only pulling info about their personality and tendencies, but now I need to research past lives before. So just what I would do, throw it to your higher self, throw it to your guides, say, what are you trying to, sometimes I'll even ask for clarification. You guys maybe have seen it. I'm like, why am I being shown what I'm being shown? It's okay, ask them for clarification. It's just like when somebody's doing a tarot spread and they do a clarifying card. It's the exact same thing. Albert Louise, do you have a name or should I My name is Faye, darling. Steve, the staged riots, they really could be. The message you have for me. So honey, I don't do personal readings free of charge. If you want to leave a super chat or a super thanks for $10 or more, and you want to ask what the message is, I'm happy to share it. This is part of how I earn my income, however, so I don't give away reading services for free. Steve, thank you, Steve. I love you guys looking out for me. Albert Louise, I'm not gonna call you Faye. I'm gonna call you mine. Okay, here's what you have to know about me, though. I don't want to belong to anybody. I think it's kind of unhealthy. So if I ever got into a relationship and the guy's like, you're mine, I'd be like, that's what you think. Sayonara. So just call me Faye, please. I kind of get a little skeeved out by the idea of somebody feeling like they have ownership over me. Shannon, I have to Zoom. Thanks for sharing your gifts, your light and energy. Love you, darling. Thank you so much for hanging out and celebrating with us. I think I have to actually get going, though. It is 8:30. How long have we been on here? 161 minutes. What is that? 2 hours? 3 hours? Okay, it might be time for us to bounce. I really do have to actually clean up my apartment and put away my laundry. I would like to read a little bit more also. It's a good book. Guys, please, I would love for you all. There's a link in my newer videos for Goodreads. Come on over, follow me on Goodreads. Goodreads is so much fun. And at the very least, you'll find some amazing books that you could read. And you might also enjoy my reviews of books. Steve, thanks, Faye. Congrats again. Guys, maybe I need to stop. Maybe I need to retire this saying. If not for you guys, I would just be some chick on YouTube talking to herself. So YouTube is what it is because of you. So thank you. So everybody that is still here, or if you're part of the replay crew, this is for you. Please give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a tap on the back. Give yourself some acknowledgement for being an awesome, whether you comment, whether you share my videos, the fact that you're part of the community, please give yourself some love for being here. You're the best part of Solar Flow.
Mama.
Yes, my baby.
Hey, so what was I talking about before?
I don't know. What were you talking about before?
Last time I came here.
Hold on, baby. I gotta say, come say goodnight to everybody.
Oh,
Albert Louise, I don't want to. Thank you. Yes, that's
Mom,
much healthier, Albert. 1 second. Come say goodnight. Goodbye, Beth. Goodbye, Tortilla Face. Goodbye, everybody. Love to you all. 1 second, love. Thank you so much for hanging out and celebrating with me. I love you all. Please be patient. I will get the timestamps up as soon as I possibly can. We gotta bounce.
I haven't even been on for 3 hours.
We gotta move in the direction of.
Mom, what was I talking about?
I don't know. 1 second, T-O.
Was I talking about Michael Jackson or something?
Yes.
Else?
Goodbye, all. I love you. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.